Time to go. Well, okay. No, we are live. We are live right now. Right now, we're live right now, Mr. Smith. What's going on, people? Welcome to the SOULcast. This is your boy Silvers right here, and my co-host David Bennington. Mr. Bennington, tell the people what's good.
Hello, sirs. Hello, sirs, ma'ams. How you guys doing today? We're here to talk about quite a few interesting things. Apparently,
we have two major topics, Mr. Bennington. Hasan Piker and Andrew Tate. Were there any additional topics you want to try to get thrown into the show?
Oh, yeah. After we get through,
So what I'm asking, Mr. Bennington, my bad. Sorry to give you more clarification. My bad. I apologize. What I'm asking is, are these topics going to require deep dives, or is it kind of like a general discussion? Because if they're just general discussions, we could do those first.
Okay. Well, actually, I was going to ask for clarification. Who is Hasan Piker? I literally don't know.
We will get. I'm not. No, because I give you a little bits, tidbits, and you keep digging, and then I sit here and talk to you for 5 hours on the phone.
Oh, my fault. But once again, I don't want to be rude. It's just that I literally don't know who these people are.
No. I didn't take it that way. So my apologies if it came that way. No, I didn't take it that way, Ms. I was just saying, like, I'll call you on the phone, man. I want to talk about this with you on the podcast. You'd be like, about what? Oh, yeah, I want to talk about this. Well, what about it? Oh, it's just this thing happened, and then you force me to talk to you about it, like on the phone.
I don't know who that nigga is. I've never heard this person.
I don't know if that's intentional. Be honest, is that intentional?
No, because it reminded me of the previous podcast, the one with me, you, and Young Prez about EDP. You had to tell us about EDP because we didn't know anything about this. We were like, who are you talking about? No. I
guess I was talking about the concept of just like, oh, I'll call you on the phone, like, hey man, we're gonna talk about this on a podcast.
Oh, no, I really don't know. Like, there's been times where I'm like, I don't know who. You know what? Let's just talk about it because I don't know who them niggas are.
Dude, I gotta go buy more.
Like, you told me about somebody named Asmongold. I'm like, who?
Dude, like, so my Asmongold is mine. But anyway, I got these holographic posters all over my wall, and I've been telling myself, I gotta go buy more to fill all. You can't see them now, but depending on where you're standing in my room, you'll see different. Okay, so let me just explain.
I see something next to a plasma.
Do you see this right here?
Yeah.
So in the camera, if you look, you're only going to see Darth Vader and Ahsoka as the White Knight. But depending on where you're standing in my room, you'll either see Anakin and a young Ahsoka, or Anakin and a slightly older Ahsoka, or Vader and Ahsoka as the White Knight, as the Knight of Grey. I mean, my bad. And then depending on, because the camera doesn't. No matter how you look, from the camera is only pointing in this direction. So that's all but all these pictures on my walls do that. And I need to get more to, like, actually, I'm pretty sure if it doesn't work that way because of light. It doesn't work that way because of light. So the way the light's shining, that's all you're going to see is these static images. But each of these images have like 3 or 4 images. You know what I mean?
Cool.
But, I was just saying I need to go get more because it's all these empty gaps where there's no posters that I need to go get more. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Bennington?
You'll just paint the room.
You said what?
Are you gonna paint the room soon?
No, I'm just gonna get more posters and just slap them.
Okay,
and just get more and just get more and more and more and more and just have the whole wall covered in posters.
Just posterize the room. My fault.
Because this is not my bedroom. This is my studio.
Yeah.
So, but Ms. Benton, outside of the interesting Hasan Piker thing, which we will get into, I will not give you details on it because you always try to get more details out of me. I will just ask, what were the things you wanted? If they were big, deep dives, we could save them from later. But if they're going to be like just general chats, quick things you want to talk about, we can hit those first. Or do you want to just do those later?
You know what? Let's save the quick chats for a little. Let's do quick chats for later. Let's just get into the big stuff now. I feel like the big stuff is going to take a while.
All right.
Yeah. Big stuff.
All right. We're getting straight to it then.
Yeah, we got to get straight to it.
We're talk about Hasan. Ms. Benson is going to finally learn who Hasan is. He's finally going to learn who the number one, the most influential left-wing political streamer and content creator on the internet. Literally, the most well-paid. Miss Benson, do you know who Cenk Uygur is?
Young Turks, right?
Yes. Yes, the owner of the Young Turks, Cenk Uygur. Hasan Piker is his nephew.
Oh, okay.
And Hasan Piker got his start. He used to work on the Young Turks. He left the Young Turks to do his own thing because, and this is crazy. He was just too extreme for the Young Turks.
Really,
bro? So anyway,
I mean, I know you're not lying. I just don't. That's crazy.
By the way, shout out to Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks, the only real nigga up there.
I do like Anna Kasparian.
Shout out to Anna Kasparian.
I like her.
Put some respect on her name, bro. All you fucking conservatives and shit. Put some respect on Anna Kasparian's name, bro.
She seems
like only a nice real nigga up there. She the only one on the left who got on the internet and straight up said, "Hold on, time out. You are not about to start referring to women, biological women, as birthing people because trans women feel excluded." No. I am a woman. I am not a birthing person.
That thing's a birthing person. That's hilarious. No one was calling y'all that. Some people were calling y'all that.
And Miss Bennington, a lot of people were. That's why she felt the need to say something.
No.
Can we stop normalizing the use of woman for cisgendered females and just refer to them as what they are, which is birthing people?
Oh, what now? I swear y'all making
Do you just not know what your side talks about?
No, listen, bro. I'm tired of it even being labeled as my side, nigga. I'm just choosing things that just make sense to me. Like, why am I like no, for real? Like, it get like I'm tired of things being put on me. It's like, hey,
not you, your side, the left.
I guess like I never. Once again, you're telling me that about this Hasan Piker person. Never heard of him before this moment. You're
number one on the left, baby.
When you talk about when you said
Twitch's biggest platformer, they refuse to ban him because he makes them too much money.
When you say the words biggest platformer, you know who I think of? Cats like, I don't know, like John what's my man's name? From the Daily Show.
John Oliver, Stevie Colbert, Jon Stewart, they don't touch Hasan.
Yeah,
they might be on national TV, but you have to understand that the only people who watch them are niggas who would care that they exist, which is a couple of niggas around our age and mostly niggas about 10 years older than us. The internet is populated by niggas around our age and niggas a lot younger than us, and there are a lot of niggas who are younger than us who are over the age of 18, which means they can vote. And they're a lot younger than us. They don't give a fuck about the Daily Show. They don't give a fuck about the Colbert Report. They don't care about that shit. They watch Hasan. They watch XQC. They watch Asmic. They watch streamers. They watch Kai Cenat. This is what, and these from the ages of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, now they're 19. Now they're 20, which is why someone said a while ago, and this is the truth. If PewDiePie was born in America, he could run for president, and he could win because he has 70 million Americans that follow him, and they're all under the age. You know what I mean? They were all under the age of 18 when they started following him, and they still follow. You know what I'm saying about real influence? Just because you're on TV doesn't mean you have the influence. If that was the case, there wouldn't be a whole counterculture of people like, say, Asmongold or the Critical Drinker or people like that, or people like myself who exist online just to criticize the woke left and how they portray media and make everything gay now. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you're on national TV does not mean you hold a capture of the actual opinion of the audience. It just means you're on. Stone Cold Steve Austin said it. After a while, being on TV is just being on TV.
Maybe it's me.
That doesn't mean people listen to you. And this is the thing that happened in the recent election. The Kamala Harris campaign spent billions of dollars and spent a lot of money and gave a lot of money to a lot of really rich people. Oprah, Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all of you who she paid. And some of you didn't even perform. Beyonce didn't even perform not one song, not one. Seriously. Anyway, the people that Kamala Harris paid to show up to her rallies, that she paid from the $20 billion she wasted on her campaign, to come to her campaigns, the couple of tens and twenties of millions of dollars, she paid them because she believed they had influence. Because collectively, someone did an analysis. I think all the people Kamala Harris came to her rallies to perform and do whatever the fuck she did, collectively had about 900 million followers on the internet. That's more people that's in America. That translated to absolutely zero influence. This is not 2012. The average person does not care what celebrities have to say anymore because we spent the last 15 years watching you. You post everything you do, and we realize y'all niggas are just like us, bro. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all have dumbass opinions. I don't give a fuck what you say no more. You can't use celebrities to buy an election anymore. I'm talking about real influence. It's not about being a celebrity, about being on TV. Hasan has real influence over the current young generation. The people who will vote what happens to you when you're elderly.
Okay. Once again, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I hope y'all like that rant. Should I clip that?
Maybe, I guess.
Was that good? Was that a quality Soul Fist like rant? Was that like a good one? I don't know. I be having some banger rants on here. I don't know if that was one of my best ones. I don't know if I should clip that or not. Mr. Ben. No, what's your honest pitch? Should I clip that one?
Maybe. You know, it wouldn't hurt.
I don't think it had the real heat. I wasn't screaming and nothing. I wasn't like.
Do you need to scream in order for you to? I mean,
why do you think these people are here? And they here to watch us goof off, be like, "Boy, wow, that's crazy." That's the SOULcast. Us goofing off, us saying, "Oh wow, that's crazy." Me ranting over the left, you ranting over just dumb shit.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I get tired of some, like, because no one properly gives me the thing I am, but that's because there's no actual label for what I am. So they'll just put me, you're just here. And I'm like, bro, I hate that shit. Because I don't agree with most of these people over here.
That's why I tell people I'm not left or right. I hate the left. I don't hate the right. Because it's easy to hate the extreme right. There's no reason to hate all of the right. It's easy to hate the extreme right. You know what I mean? It's super easy. It's super easy to hate somebody who's genuinely racist, genuinely misogynistic. Like, genuinely, it's easy. Like, okay, it's like there's no point even talking about it, right? You know what I mean? But like, it's like,
have you ever met somebody like that who's genuinely misogynistic?
I don't even think I have.
I've never met that person. I know that person exists. Oh, I know that nigga exists.
I don't think I have.
But I never
have.
I never met them. Now, I've met people who are casually misogynistic where they don't know that they are. I've seen that before.
What is it between saying misogynistic shit and actually being a misogynist? Someone who either hates women, thinks women are inferior to them, or discriminates against women, or has prejudices against you because you are female. You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing. If you might just have some kind of beliefs because of how you grew up about how men and women should behave, it doesn't mean you're misogynistic towards women. It just means you just think the way you think, how you grew up. You're part of your environment.
Yeah,
I think that's a nuance people refuse to acknowledge.
Well, yes, because once again, in my household, as far as I was concerned, and maybe this is just me, but as far as I was concerned, when there's a family gathering, you don't walk in that kitchen if there are women in that kitchen. What you in there for?
No, I think that's most black people in general. You can't go in my mama's kitchen when she's cooking. If the women in the kitchen, you just can't go in.
Women in the kitchen, hey yo, keep your ass outside.
You just can't go in for nothing. You'll try to go to the kitchen. What you want? I want to get me a juicy cup. Nah, you stay right there. What? And then I'll tell someone else to hand you the cup, and then. No, I want you wet up all in my kitchen. Not like that. Get up out my kitchen. My mama used to put the kitchen on the clock. Like, ain't nobody going to my kitchen after 9 o'clock. What you mean? What if I want some what? No, don't you go on my kitchen after 9 o'clock? Oh, okay.
No, or my personal favorite. No, I'll do you one better. My personal favorite. No, I told you this before. at my family reunion, where all the guys just had to leave the house. All the niggas in the house just had to leave the house. Where we go? Shit, everywhere.
Yeah,
But we have to leave the house.
Well, we would do that anyway because we just want to fucking eat our food. But bro, I can't wait. It's been a month. It's been a month since this video dropped.
What?
I might need to turn my fan off because I can't even hear it.
Oh, you can't hear yourself? I hear you just fine now.
I mean, I know you do because I'm right in front of my microphone, so it's all good. I got this little tiny fan right here. You can't see it on the camera because I set it up that way. We're gonna start diving into the Ethan Klein of H3H3. His content new for his book Hasan Piker. Video's about 45 minutes, something like that long. How long is this video? I don't know how long it is. Oh no, it's an hour and 45 minutes long. All right, so we ain't gonna sit here and watch this for an hour and 40 minutes, but we just gonna go through it. I'm gonna kind of, if I feel like this part I kind of just skim through, I will. I kind of just want to kind of get the point across, and you don't need to watch all of this, but what I will give Ethan credit for is he made sure he was thorough. He made sure that he didn't want to leave any leeway for anyone to understand why he's making this thing to even begin with. So he's the first person. I respect Ethan Klein so much for a fucking lefty. Because honestly, he's the first one. He's the first one to do it. He's the first person to do it. To call this motherfucker out. The right is so quick to call everybody else out, right? Ben Shapiro will be the first one to get on the internet and talk about Andrew Tate or some shit like that or whatever. He ain't even doing nothing. But this nigga just exists, and I'm confused. This is why the left never does it. It's so confusing. So shout out to Ethan Klein, bro. I used to like you when I was younger. I grew up, and I realized you was low-key lame as fuck. But right now, I respect you again, my nigga.
I've heard that name, Ethan Klein. I know I've heard that name.
Oh, we're gonna get into it. Let's just enjoy it. Okay. A good old classic H3H3 video. We ain't had one of these in like 12 years, so it's dope. Let's go.
The world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
We think the Houthis Ansar Allah are doing what the Houthis
fucking bloodthirsty, violent pig dogs. Why am I held accountable? God forbid you throw up the fucking green Hamas banner. Happy birthday to you. All together. Happy birthday from Twitch, Hasan. Happy birthday from Twitch.
Just to confirm, Mr. Bennington, chat, how is the volume? Can we hear what is going on and being said?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's all good.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Was that Miss Bennington?
No, I can hear it. It's all good. I just want to be clear as to what it is I'm looking at and how things are moving. But I'm like,
well, we're at the prologue. Why am I making this?
I'm like, I know this man named Ethan Klein. I've heard that name before. I just can't put,
Well, Miss Bennington, let's allow yourself to, I guess, witness the video. I would ask you, Miss Bennington, actually, to cease playing the game at this point.
Okay, gotcha. I got you. I'm messing up anyway. I got you.
And, typically I normally have no qualms with you playing the game while we do the podcast because I play the game while we do the podcast. No, I don't even got my flashing background thing going on right now.
No, you're fine. My kneecaps. All right, I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, that's all right, chat. You know what? For number 40, this is a good one. This is a serious one. This is actually one of the few times that I might actually break character with you guys. I don't know.
All right. Let's just see what happens. I don't know.
Nah, fuck it. We go stay in SOULcast the whole time. Let's go. Let's get it.
This guy.
Oh, hi there. It's me, your old friend, Ethan Klein. It's been a while since we've last spoken. In that time, I've had 3 kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and I've pissed off 75% of the internet. Probably a lot of you guys, too. Actually talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas. Someone should bomb.
Ethan said someone should the NRA meeting convention thingy.
What's not?
Because he hates he thinks guns should be banned or whatever. Fuck, I don't care. But that's his opinion. I don't give a fuck about that. He has pissed a lot of people off for takes like that. I don't get mad at him for saying shit like that. Oh my God, the NRA is so bad. Oh my God, if you don't wear a mask, you're an idiot. Oh my God, I don't care. It's just lefty opinion. Who gives a fuck? He's a hippie.
Oh, yeah, and I got a tattoo.
Fuck hippies.
Too, also, so I'm cool like that.
Okay.
You gotta let me get my hippie hate out, Mr. Bennett.
I'm over here like I never understood it. It's not even that I'm against it. I never understood it.
you gotta let me get my hate. I hate Starbucks. I hate poetry. I hate
Man said they hate Starbucks.
I hate people who surf.
Surf? Wait, surfers? This nigga hates surfers?
I hate vegans. Everything I consider hippie shit. I just hate hippies. I don't know, man. I don't know why I do.
Vegans? You hate niggas who eat vegetables? All right, bro.
I do passionately. I passionately do. I do. I can't change that, Mr. Bennington. Can we get through this video, please?
No, I got you. No, I'm here. I'm just like, I think you just need help, man. Like I don't think these people did anything to you. This nigga just hates motherfuckers who go to Whole Foods because we want to eat right and exercise. Like,
bro, the worst kind of people. The worst kind of people.
Man just wakes up going, what, you want to take care of yourself? Fuck you, nigga. Like, what?
No, because you know why I hate these people? Because they're the ones that always tell you they're doing it. But I don't care, bro. Like, you know, that's why I kind of low-key kind of respect fat people, because they didn't tell you, but I'm gonna sit here and get fat all day. You know, but like hippies, they always talking about their diet and shit. I don't know. Like, leave me alone. I like meat. I eat hot wings. I'm from Louisiana. I'm Cajun. You know what I mean? I eat jambalaya and shit. You know, like
eat hot wings. Like, but if you see me eating corn on the cob, I don't want you getting upset with me because I'm eating corn on the cob and broccoli. What do I do with you? I'm eating peas.
Just don't come talk to me about your diet, I guess is all I'm saying. I don't know. It just makes me mad. And I associate that with hippieism. A lot of things. I associate a lot of things with hippieism. But let's get into this.
Except weed, apparently.
Left or...
You know what? No. So weed with gangsterism. We took it over from the hippies. Let's go. My bad. I'm having too much fun tonight.
You need
right.
You gotta understand, me and Miss Bennington been talking for like 2 hours at this point. We just started the stream. We meant to start like 2 hours ago, so we've been having just too much fun. Like we've already hit like the groove of the flow of that we get into when we do the podcast. So it kind of seems like we're just starting off on like 10, but we've been talking for like 2 hours.
It's like I'm just here, man. I'm just listening. I'm like,
yeah, bro. Just enjoy the show. We gonna goof off tonight. But also try to talk about some real shit. I do want to get to this video. So let me try to focus up and stop being a dumbass. Look, Mr. Bennington, let's watch this.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
I always thought that despite our differences, I'm cool. Oh, yeah, and I got a tattoo also, so I'm cool like that now. Left or right, I always thought that despite our differences, there was one thing we could all agree on. And what was that? That we love America.
That's a terrible fucking salute, by the way. That is not how you salute. And so many civilians think that's how you salute. The tip of your longest finger, your fucking middle finger, needs to be extended to the bottom of your fucking eyebrow. Or if you're wearing a cap, to the tip of the foremost tip of the cap. You don't put your fucking hand on your forehead. Anyway. Mr. Benson, you know that pisses you off when you see a bad salute.
Listen, dog. I prefer that you don't salute.
Just don't salute. Put your hand over your chest, bro. Just put it over your chest. Because this is not a fucking salute. This is not a salute. Anyway, I'm sorry. You talking to? We used to be in the military, bro. So just leave us alone. All right. Look, we used to get fucked up if we fucked that shit up. So
you used to get smoked down if we give.
bro, I'm telling you, bro. You used to get dick down if you ain't salute correctly, bro. Like especially to an officer, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Everything she stands for.
Mom and dad.
And you know what about these officers? No, you know what? No. Although I don't got nothing bad to say about any currently serving member of the United States military, the military as a whole. SOULcast Incorporated has no actual problems with the United States military.
No, they're fine. But I've met bad leadership on every level. And
no, there's no such thing as bad military in the United States military. SOULcast Incorporated does not condone. Hey, listen, I'm on disability, bro. Shut up. You know
disability is great. I agree with that.
Right, we don't want them taking our shit away, bro.
Please,
you don't want these niggas didn't like when they were in. Well, we gonna see how they like that check not showing up on the first. Nah, then give me my shit. SOULcast Incorporated has absolutely no bad things to say about the United States military. Thank you very much, and we love the VA
specifically
specifically the VA.
An apple pie.
Sure, there's plenty to criticize and endless things to improve.
Oh, I thought it was chat. I just realized CJ's in the chat. We got a couple. We got like 3 or 4 people watching right now. So CJ the only one commented. I didn't realize he was on even in the chat. So that's what's up. Hey, shout out, bro. Nigga, you black. Cajun, nigga, you black. Yeah, I'm black. I was born in Louisiana. Like I hate when niggas do that, bro.
What are you supposed to look like, Gambit?
Not every yeah, bro. Like and I think when people do hear Cajun, they probably think of like what was it, Duck Dynasty, stuff like that. Yeah, nah. Nah, I mean that is still Louisiana heritage as a culture. I got no problems with them dudes or what them niggas living in the swamp just like we did. You know what I mean? So they just really live deep in the swamp. I still live in a city. I mean, we used to go down to the bayou. Them niggas lived in it. So all right, let's do this.
About making a more perfect union, not tearing it down.
And marching bands, a pride that only
the thing is, there's something kind of scary brewing in America. Communism.
That's America. That's America to me.
What the fuck is this guy?
I started a show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance, Hasan Piker. You might remember him from such classics as
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. That's not what I said, you dumb cracker bitch.
And of course, the Leftovers podcast, which was our show, which we made broadly to goof on the antics of the right. Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to judge?
There is Ethan Klein being a delightful human being.
I was just gonna say, if there's another Holocaust, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets.
He said he hopes Ben gets gas, which is a weird joke to make because Ethan Klein is a Jew. I didn't get it. I get you hate Ben Shapiro because he's on the right and you're on the left, but super weird joke to make. I'm not the type of person to police jokes though, so. I didn't really care when he said it. I didn't get mad when he said it. It was just like, that's weird. Aren't you Jewish? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, aren't you Jewish? Like,
no. It's weird as being considered a joke because jokes have setup and punchline. He didn't have a setup and punchline. Nigga,
I didn't say it was a good one. I just knew he was not being serious. I know he does not hope that white-skinned, blonde-haired, blue-eyed men show up to Ben Shapiro's house and drag out him and his family and exterminate them. I know he doesn't really want that to happen. That means that I take it as a joke, whether it's a good one with a good setup or not. It's like you can rap and you can have bars. Doesn't mean they good bars.
Oh, fair.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair.
Like I would, if someone said something That's why I say I text people, be careful what you say, because if you say, "Oh yeah, this person is this or that," all right, do you really believe that? And do you know what you're saying? Like, if I'm going to call someone a Nazi, I mean, I have to be prepared to say this person wants to round up and exterminate everybody who's not white skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think people kind of forget that and don't like take that into consideration. I don't know. So it was a joke. Was it a good joke? No.
No.
He presents himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports basic things. And we went on making the show for about 2 years and everything was good. Everyone was having fun. The audience was having fun. No problem. That was until this happened.
We were doing our regular show, and for the first time, I noticed an inordinate amount of radical, hardcore leftists. I mean, I thought we were social democrats, not whatever this was. I don't hate the idea of like people who can be successful. I think it's good that people can achieve success in the term monetary success. I mean, that's what that means, right? I do. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I see so many people in the chat saying no.
I don't know what y'all are tripping about. Like, what the fuck do you
What
want?
is the idea that
you guys
people
like
are looking for?
You guys are all like radical communists. There's that many radical communists. Suck it, chat. You're watching a capitalist pig. Deal with that.
That is somebody who truly that is somebody who before that point in his life, if I was to say something, they would downplay what I was saying and say, "Oh, you're just being crazy." And that is somebody who in real time realized what is the genuine popular opinion amongst young people on the left, because they saw it and couldn't deny it. Seriously. And someone like yourself, you're thinking everybody who's 17, 18, 19, 20 years old is just like I was when I was that age. No, bro, it's been a generation and a half. They're so different.
So me back in high school don't exist no more.
Not the left. I don't know. Like a socially democratic type person that at your age and early 2000s, 2010s as a teenager, that a teenager in this day and age, someone becoming 18, 19, 20. No, bro, they're fucking communists. They are. Like, they are. Go to a college campus. Go to a college campus. Literally, there's so many videos on YouTube. Go to a college campus right now. Ask them their opinions on the economy and stuff and what you think they should do. They would tell you America should be a communist nation. They will tell you. I don't make this shit up. This is what the average college age American truly, seriously thinks, because their college system is telling them to think this. This is the thing that Jordan Peterson started fighting against a couple of years ago, and people fall back on him. What are you talking about? And this is in Canada, which is far more worse than he is. I mean, far more worse than America is. But he was saying, bro, because as a college professor, he's looking at things like the curriculum and all these things, and what the other teachers are talking about, what they're teaching, what they're teaching the students, and what the college age students are saying and what they're doing. And he's just like, you're all fucking communists? Preaching death to America and capitalism? All of you? Yeah.
So there's no one like me anymore who socially, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, social democrats, you know, people
they either want communism or they want socialism, which is diet communism.
And they say diet communism. Sure. But keep going though.
Yeah, no, we'll keep going.
This happened.
This comment from Hasan really started to sound some alarms in my head.
If you're in a socialist country with multiple parties, and one of the parties is a capitalist party, which would surely exist.
Yeah.
What would you do if that party started gaining momentum?
The solution to that would always be education and offering more
re-education.
He's a communist.
Re-education, certainly. Yeah. There should be an enforcement mechanism. And in that enforcement mechanism, I think like rehabilitation, which would include re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough, I started to notice that Hasan was carrying a lot of water for communist states' war crimes and genocides.
What do you call Crimea? I call it a part of Russian territory, bitch. That's what I call Crimea. I call it Crimea River, a Russian river.
Did you pause the video or something? Yo, so
That's not far from the norm in fucking normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in and
So
took over.
China unilaterally took over Tibet,
like
their culture. They basically are trying to, homogenize the culture.
If your culture,
they're trying to spoil the religion and the identity.
the part of feudal warlords and slavery, abolishing that, yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
This is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the fucking South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent.
Hasan just said, he just said China going into Taiwan, who declared their independence from China, like Hong Kong is trying to do right now, would be the same as the North going to the South and killing slavers. Because China is a communist nation. How dare you try to declare your independence from a communist nation and try to declare democracy for yourself? The fuck's wrong with you? That's like you want slavery or something. This is what he truly believes. Truly. I'm not saying this. He is.
By the way, I thought I lost you there for a minute.
Huh?
I thought I lost you there for a minute. I was like,
no, you said it.
No, I thought the screen was frozen for a while. I was like, am I tripping?
No, because I was about to find something for you because I'm about to pause it right now. The reason why, let me bring this up. I want to show you something. Stop screen.
All right, go ahead.
Let me
I thought I was tripping. I'm like,
so I just pulled up Hasan's Social Blade. Social Blade is a website where you can find the metrics for social media influencers and how they place in terms of internet ratings and social activity. In terms of internet social activity, Hasan is 119th.
Out of what?
The internet.
Oh.
He's the biggest left-wing streamer on the internet. Hasan, he's gained 10,000 followers in the last 30 days. He's down 187 because right now people are realizing he's a fucking terrorist and they're starting to leave him. So his growth per 30 days right now is at 10,000. It's down 187%, which means 30 days ago, every 30 days, he was growing 187% more than 10,000 people a month.
So somewhere around 18,000 people a month?
The biggest left-wing streamer on the internet. And you can see his total followers. You can see a kind of graph of it. It just goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up, or just stays steady, or just goes up. For the first time in a while, it kind of went down. They ended up going back up again. His views in this past week has been super steady, and then recently he kind of took a dip because of what's been happening recently. But this isn't going to hurt him. Look at this. He gained 50 followers on Tuesday, 419 on Wednesday, 531 on Thursday, 232 on Friday. He will never stop growing. And his total. Let me see if I can find his age demographic. This is just all how much people he grows. It won't tell you this age demographic. I will tell you what his age demographic is. College age Americans. Not my. Nothing I've said is my opinion. By the way, just want anyone looking at this right now. Nothing I said is my opinion. Let's keep watching.
Are you still playing the video?
My bad. I said Taiwan. I'm Tibet. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I kept saying Taiwan. Because China hates Taiwan too. That's why. I'm pretty sure he would say the exact same thing about Taiwan anyway.
Hmm. 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 Are you still playing the video though?
What's up?
Are you still playing the video? Because it's not being played on my end.
Can you hear it?
I can't even see it.
Oh, what the heck? Hold up. Wait a minute. It says it's playing. I'm gonna take it down and put it back up.
Yes, sir.
Is it back
There
up?
you go. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it wasn't being played. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
Sir.
Fuck, I don't know where to rewind it to.
You're fine right there, dude. Just hit it.
Years of South and killing, unfortunately, not all of them, but a decent amount of
Right here.
slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government
Tibet was a
that
separatist.
squashed. Okay.
Tibet is the South in the Civil War.
Yes.
And most disturbingly, a complete whitewashing of the Chinese genocide against their Muslim minority group, the Uyghurs.
Really?
Don't they have Uyghur death camps? Is that?
It's not a death camp. They were re-education camps, and they are no longer in operation.
Is that
according
true?
to the Associated Press?
Okay. I saw this
But, yeah,
crazy documentary, and I don't know. I don't know the surrounding narrative or anything about it, but it was about there was doctors in the area. They would be able to procure organs.
No, that's no.
I'm telling you, they were in China with
that one is like Shen Yun.
They're like, we
Falun
can
Gong.
get you an organ from a Uyghur. But why is that? Is that really that crazy?
The Associated Press quietly fucking wrote an article that didn't get a lot of coverage in mainstream media about how, like, okay, well, all the concentration camps have been closed now. Like, all the re-education camps are closed now in fucking Xinjiang, and it's like very different.
He has 31,000 people watching him live. I'm going to assume this is kind of his average congregate daily viewer base. Hasan Parker typically, I'm pretty sure he has streams where he has more than this, like 50, 60, 70,000 people watching him live, like every night, all day long. And all he does is just spread like communism and terrorist propaganda. And he has more live viewers than CNN every day. And most of them are under the age of 18 and end up growing up to become 18-year-olds and going to college and stuff, blah, 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 blah. It's like that 16 to like 24-year-old like age demographic that he has like a huge grip and capture on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So once again, it makes sense as to, because we were talking about demographics earlier, and I was like, oh, so he just ain't talking to cats like me. So of course I wouldn't know who this person. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people just, if you ain't in that know, you ain't gonna know who these people are.
Yeah, and I'm aware of them because I scroll the internet all goddamn day, and I troll the deepest, darkest corners of it because that's where the funniest shit is. So, I grew up on the internet. I live on the internet, literally. Like I live two lives. I have my internet life and I have my real life. My internet. I live on the internet all the time. I'm always scrolling, literally, just looking for shit to watch and learn and form opinions on. I realize most people truly don't know what's going on in the world. Like I was speaking to my wife and I forgot what the heck we were talking about. We were talking about Japan. I ended up saying something and she was like, "That's not true." I'm like, "Yes, it is." And then she was like, "Well, how you know that's true?" And I was like, "Because I've seen Japan." And she was like, "You never been to Japan?" No, I haven't. But I like to sit down when I'm doing nothing or I'm like writing some raps. I sit down, I go on YouTube and I just type in walking the streets of Japan. And you can find videos that are hours long of someone who lives in Japan who just walks around the city and you can see what Japan looks like. So I say most Japanese people dress this way or they do these things. Like most Japanese people use clear see-through umbrellas. They don't buy umbrellas with designs on them. They use clear see. You know how I know that? Because Because I watched a video of a motherfucker walking around walking around Japan in a major city when it was raining. I didn't just fucking make that up. But most people have no concept. They didn't even. I didn't even know you can do that. Well, of course you can. Why wouldn't somebody this? You can find. That's why I know what New York looks like. That's why I know what Barcelona looks like, because you could just find videos of people just walking around and they because people want to know what these cities look like and they can't go there. Right. So if I'm a guy who lives in that city, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna grab a camera and just walk around. It's just a lot of people are completely unaware of what goes on in the world. They look at themselves, their friends, their family, their community, and they assume the rest of the world has to be this way. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's crazy. I mean, but yeah, 31,000. I don't even know 31,000. I couldn't even name 31,815 people, bro. Even if I count celebrities, dead people.
And no. But that's all the more reason why I'm impressed. I don't know who this person is.
Oh, it's kind of shocking, huh?
Yeah, shocking. Because I never knew who this person was.
Oh,
but that also tells you just how out of loop I am.
No. You're out the loop, Mr. Benson. We had this conversation before. You were telling me about somebody. I was like, who the fuck is that? And I Googled it. They had like 4 million followers on YouTube. I was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? How the fuck do 4 million people follow you? And I have no idea who you are.
I've never heard of you before.
Like,
I think I was discussing a singer or something, like, because we were talking about covers, like cover bands, and I was discussing a singer.
And then you said something. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And I go, it was like 4 million.
Yeah, like 4 million.
Like when you hear 4 million follow, you're like, oh, this got to be like the biggest known person. Like
the numbers this guy's putting up. I'm like, I know, like when you said biggest liberal, biggest kind of Democrat leaning.
Specific for streaming, yes, for streaming. Yes.
Yeah, or just because like just personalities, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like. I mean, like Anderson Cooper, Joy.
Yeah, nope, pales in comparison.
And I'm over here like,
in terms of population data size, now maybe Anderson Cooper probably got more 40, 50-year-old motherfuckers checking them out.
Maybe like cats once again, cats my age know who Anderson Cooper is.
Mm-hmm.
Cats my parents' age know who Anderson Cooper is.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the catch: no one in my household know who this nigga is,
and he has more influence over the next election than anybody you just named. Seriously. More. Far more. Because every day there's so many people in his audience turning 18. The niggas Anderson Cooper he only got them.
Right.
He got niggas turning 18 every day. You see what I'm saying?
And I think it kind of reminds me of a conversation we had before, where it's like, no, certain demographics, certain things just doesn't hit certain demographics. Like when you talked about a lot of the changes that happened in the CW TV shows, I'm like, nigga, my channel, my household never had CW on like that religiously for me to know what's going on a day in, day out basis.
CW used to be different, bro. CW used to be heat, bro. 2012 era, bro.
Once again, I know that.
2012 Supernatural, bro.
Well, I feel like it should have dropped off at season 6, but that's not the point. The point is, but the point is,
still holding on to that opinion.
I'm still, I
don't. We've talked about this on this channel like multiple times. So like
we did. I don't like the Leviathan season. I don't like it. I don't like it,
or anything after it.
You're not gonna get me to like it, dog. Like fuck it.
No, we could no. It should have just been a nigga named Savitar.
Why wasn't it just a guy?
That's the greatest quote. It should have just been a nigga named Savitar. It should have just been a nigga named Savitar. And like that was like Yeah.
It's like, it could have been a guy named Savitar just out here fucking shit up, and Barry just gotta stop him. Nah, I'm the future Flash.
But I say that to this day about so many things. I use it as a reference, but I'm trying to just get in the point of you didn't have to overcomplicate this, bro. It should have just been a nigga named Savitar. You can say that about so much stuff. Like I'm watching the Acolyte, bro. This should have just been a nigga named Savitar.
You could have just had a guy. That's how you feel. If that's how we feel, I mean, I disagree with the Acolyte as a concept. But if this is how we feel, just have a guy. Why are we hard committing to this nonsense? All right.
Bro, this should have just been a nigga named Savitar.
Show would have been better on an objective level.
Fuck. We're goofing off too much. We gotta talk about a serious topic. Communists. We gotta talk about communism, Mr. Benson. I'm trying to be serious tonight. I'm trying to be. Could you say I'm making an attempt to be serious tonight? I know I don't normally do that a lot on the SOULcast, but tonight I'm making I'm bringing up good points. I feel
we're trying to be, but every time you say that, it just infuriates me. It just infuriates.
The fact that we're in 2025, living in America, talking about communism.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that's just oh fuck, bro. Yeah, I'm serious, bro. Like it's just I'm being serious. Like we're really having a conversation about fucking communism. Like I'd be like on a serious note. Like what? Are we just too fucking old? Like because we kind of the generation before is kind of figured out. Yeah, that shit don't work, bro.
Yeah, that doesn't work. It's not good. No.
Gulag and bro, and then not even that. Like we have North Korea, we have Venezuela, we have Cuba, we have so many examples.
We have proof that this shit doesn't work.
Just like
it's not even like a debatable like argument. Like would this or would this not work? No.
But Miss Missing, remember a few weeks ago when here on the SOULcast we had a genuine American communist.
I didn't know. I remember you entertaining that nonsense, and I remember me going, "I'm checking out." Checking.
That was a younger dude we were talking to. This is what young people think.
What happened?
If we gonna talk about this, then I gotta talk about Marvel Comics and DC Comics.
And this reminds me of that same conversation we had before, where I'm just like, you want to know why I didn't know anything about that? Because I wasn't checking for it, dog. Like
I wasn't either. Miss Benson, in 2013, I was minding my business. I was going to Watch Topic. I was buying comic books, and I realized everything was starting to get like gay. And I don't mean that like in an offensive way. I'm just acknowledging what I was seeing. You know what I mean? And I just I was like, what's going on? And again, I'm going in and I'm kind of just looking into it. And I'm buying, and it's just happening. It's happening to all the TV shows. And then when things boiled over to the point when I had to just start saying something is when Trump won in 2016, because everything went full like tilted. Like it just went like all cylinders. They just didn't care anymore. They went overboard with the progressivism and the DEI and the representation, and like no more white characters or anything. Kill them all. And it was just super weird. And if you said anything, it was like, well, what's wrong with diverse characters? And I'm saying, well, nothing on paper, nothing, but like the idea is quite evidently the extermination of white male characters. Is that not like problematic?
Yes, of course it's problematic. If that's the very nature and very basis of the of the thing taking place.
Right. And I would and when the people will say something or talk about it, no, you just hate women, bro. And that's it. No, that's how they shut the conversation down for years, and it worked for a long time. But you just hate black people, bro. You just hate. Okay, well, why are we making like white characters black, but why can't we make the Black Panther Asian? Why would we do that? Well, if we're just doing it to everything, what the fuck? Why not?
Nigga, listen. What we did about the Russian bear, the Siberian bear, that nigga was cold. That nigga was cold.
Why can't we do that? Why can't we do Siberian Bear? Why
The
does it?
Siberian Bear was called.
Why can't we do that? You can't make the Black Panther not black. Well, but we.
But to be fair, no. To be fair, they didn't take characters who had, because the thing with Black Panther is that there's a cultural tie
Yes,
to
the
his
character,
character.
his skin color is actually significantly tied to the race. I mean to the character itself. Where when they play
Captain
Zendaya,
America, you
well
know
no,
what I'm saying?
well no, just give a perfect example. Like when they initially hired Zendaya in Spider-Man, she was supposed to play Mary Jane, and the people kind of had a serious problem with that because Zendaya is not a ginger. And Mary Jane is a ginger, and they don't want that to change. They want her to be red hair, green eyed, freckled face. And so Marvel was like, all right, fine, we'll call her MJ. Her name will be Michelle Jones. We won't make her Mary Jane. Why? Because I'm not like some person who hates black women for saying we're talking about Mary Jane. She's her fiery personality, her don't take no bullshit personality is associated with her red hair. That was all associated together. That's why her hair was red. If you change that, then she's not Mary Jane anymore.
Then she's just some chick. But
she's
I
the
also
Black Mary Jane, like the gay Iceman, or the girl Wolverine, or the girl Hawkeye, or the girl Black Iron Man, or the Black Captain America. That's what these characters are.
Yeah, they just become tokens.
Yeah,
and no one likes that. Even though I really love Kate Bishop in the show Hawkeye,
over
the
the
Hawkeye
years,
show.
writers have tried to make her more her own character, and in the Hawkeye show was the first attempt at that. But I say the same thing about Miles Morales, bro. If all you saw was the Hawkeye show, he was like, I don't hate Kate Bishop. Of course you don't, because they made an attempt to make her actual fucking character, right? But if the first time you saw Kate Bishop was the first time I saw her, which is like, Hawkeye retired, fuck him. This is the new Hawkeye. And she had like no personality. He was like, it wasn't the story of Hawkeye meeting his young expiring archer who looked up to him, and he's kind of showing her the ropes and helping her. And she doesn't just do everything perfectly, and she's better than Hawkeye in every way. It's like, no, she actually fucks up, and he has to kind of show her, look, this is how you really want to do it. You want to do it this way. Pull the bow back like this. It's not someone, I'm better than you. I can shoot 8 arrows in 6 different directions. It's just like, what the fuck?
I got you.
Because you don't have to shit on Hawkeye to make me like Kate Bishop. In fact, when you don't shit on Hawkeye,
I like Kate
holy
Bishop.
shit. Guess what happens?
I love Kate Bishop.
When you don't shit on Spider-Man, guess what happens with Miles Morales? When Miles Morales is someone who's being mentored by Peter Parker, guess what happens to Miles Morales? You make me like him. When I'm playing the Avengers video game and Kamala Khan's being mentored by Bruce Banner and stuff, and she's not just showing, I'm the greatest Miss Marvel, and it's just like, but when you say, bro, well, what happened to Iron Man? Who the fuck is Riri Williams? What the fuck? Where's Tony? What? He's dead? Why is he dead? Like, you just hate black women? No, I just like Tony Stark.
I have a better question for you, sir.
Yeah.
You played that Avengers game?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a great game. Fantastic game. The combat mechanics in that game was fucking phenomenal. Was the art style the greatest? No, probably not. But the fucking combat mechanics was phenomenal. The story was okay.
Am I missing something? Because I played that game, bro.
Yeah, you're probably just not good at the game. Because that game had guard canceling, dash canceling, all sorts animation cancels, all sorts of crazy. You could do crazy combos and shit. And then when you get into the higher levels of that game, when you get into the gear cap, and you get all the super powerful gear, you get all these effects added to your gear, like freezing, gravity, shrinking, all these other different shit. That game was phenomenal. I truly enjoy just playing it. But I'm the type of person that plays video games and I skip cutscenes. I don't give a fuck. I just want to play the game. I want to beat up people. I want to swing my keyblade. I want to swing my rebellion and shoot Ebony and Ivory. I don't give a fuck what the story is. I just want to play a game. I just want to have fun. I just want to be Captain America and throw the shield at people, bounce them off the wall, pick them up and powerbomb them and slam them into the ground. That's all I want to do.
Maybe it's me.
That's it. Maybe. And my style and my enjoyment from gaming is just, I know people that have to sit there and play games. Like every time the Telltale made a game, I never bought that shit. I don't want to play no fucking point and click story based choose your adventure. Oh, but the story is, I don't care. I want to press buttons and swing my keyblade and hit shit. That's how I play video games. games. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm gonna skip every fucking cutscene. I just want to kill shit with my katana. That's what I want to do when I play video games. So I only judge games truly based off gameplay. And that Avengers game had amazing fucking game. Every character was different and unique, and the way their abilities worked, and it was just so much.
Was this day one? Was this day one material, or was this like post?
This is the gameplay mechanics of the game. The gameplay mechanics is deep. It's kind of like a fighting game. You can do a lot with the way the game's juggle system works and how they have their stun bar, and you can juggle them as long as they're stun. But once they hit that stun cap, they'll fall to the ground. But when they hit that stun cap and fall to the ground, you can use your finishing move on them, which would completely eradicate however much health they had left, depending on how much health they had left, or depending on the size of the enemy. Just the mechanics, like the fact that I could be playing with a homie of mine, and I'm playing with Iron Man, and I make my repulsor rays have pin particles in them, so I'm shrinking tanks, and then the tanks are getting shrunk. And then my friend Prodigy is playing with the Hulk, and he shows up and he crushes the tanks and picks them up as the Hulk, because the Hulk can pick up tiny objects. So if you shrink the tanks, he could pick these tanks up, and it's just so much fun. Like, it's just fun. Like, I don't give a fuck about the graphics of the story, none of that dumb shit that you casual normie gamers care about when you buy video games. Every game doesn't have to be fucking Uncharted or The Last of Us to me. I just want to have fun playing the game, swinging my sword, beating people up and killing shit, and getting wombo combos and watching the colors explode and stuff, and satisfy my simple childlike brain. That's it. Everything doesn't have to. I don't give a fuck about the deepness of the story 9 times out of 10, because this is a game. I want to watch. If I care about the story, I'm just gonna watch a movie.
Fair. Maybe it's me.
That's why I would tell you straight up, Death Stranding is a shitty game. You couldn't pay me to play Death Stranding. You couldn't. It's a shit game. It's a game where you walk around and build bridges. Why the fuck would I play that?
What are you talking? Is Death Stranding? I never played Death Stranding. I really never.
The game is literally you're a delivery man in a post-apocalyptic world, and the point of the game is you're supposed to take packages from point A to point B, but the road is hazardous, but you don't fight anything. You just need to build ladders and bridges to get across the environment, and the whole mechanic of the game is just walking, because you're in this heavy mech suit. So the whole mechanic in the game is you walking and try to keep your balance while you like build bridges and walk across them and build ladders and climb them. Why the fuck would I want to play that?
Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that, Brent?
Kojima, he's such a masterpiece. Oh my god, he's so good. He made Metal Gear, and Metal Gear's fun to play. I don't care about all the political, social, blah blah blah, all that blah 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 blah, the lale lulalo, all that shit. I don't care. The game's still fun to play. I got to be riding and pull a sword out and block bullets and grab niggas and snap their neck and throw them in lockers. And you see what I'm saying? Yes, I'm that type of person, Mr. Benson.
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, no, I agree. I kind of lost you there for a minute, but the Lale Lule Lo, listen, that was one of the greatest moments in video game history. The Lale Lule Lo. I'm like, I thought they were making that shit up. Like, that was like a real thing that happened in Metal Gear Solid. That was really meant to mean something. I was over there like, the Lale Lule Lo. Word? Word?
It's so deep. Oh, okay.
Nigga, the Lale Lule Lo.
It's so deep. Can I snap this nigga neck and shove him in a locker? Yeah, okay, that's all I care about, bro.
Nah. The Lale Lule Lo, bro.
The Lale Lule Lo, bro. The hidden message is behind Metal Gear. I play Metal Gear because it's fun.
Nah.
The Lale Lule Lo.
Nah, but what about the boss? What about that bitch? That bitch who whooped my ass for like 4 hours straight? Fuck her and you.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think there's a single Metal Gear boss in any Metal Gear game that I actually like outside of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, because they're all fucking annoying. What I like about Metal Gear is running around, sneaking, knocking niggas out, and throwing them in lockers and shit like that, right? Fighting niggas in tanks or niggas with snipers and all this other or fucking Megazords and shit. I don't like doing that shit.
Or my personal favorite, Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, no, fuck that. What the fuck? That wasn't fun. Who the fuck
No.
said Psycho Mantis was fun? Who said that? Who said that?
Who put this in my game? Who put this bullshit in my game?
I hate when niggas Psycho Mantis is one of the greatest boss fights in video game history. No, it's not. It's one of the worst boss fights. That shit wasn't fun. I had to plug in a different controller.
Switch my controller. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Like, no, fuck you. Suck my dick.
It's the most innovative and intuitive
No, it's
boss
not.
battle ever.
No, I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to beat you on a fucking guess.
True, because before the internet, no one knew how to beat that nigga.
In '97, you just had to know that. All y'all can suck my dick. All of y'all. All y'all can suck my dick.
In '97, I was just supposed to know that. You know what really happened? One nigga just got tired and he's like, bro, let me just try a different controller or something, bro.
Right. I can guarantee you some nigga put it into the wrong controller port one day and it just started working for him. And then it was like, oh, you have to switch your controller port. I'm like, all y'all can suck my dick.
Yeah, suck my dick. That's a shitty boss battle.
All
fuck, Mr. Minister. We have to try to watch this video.
Yeah, my fault.
My fault too.
I didn't mean to rage out like that. I just everybody. Hideo Kojima can give me the best blowjob right now. So I hate this.
Yeah, bro. A lot of Lilo kiss my ass, bro. A lot of Lilo. That's the episode of this podcast. A lot of Lilo.
All y'all can suck my dick. I hate Hideo Kojima, bro. Like I hate
very different vibes in Xinjiang, and now it's the.
Is that really that crazy?
The Associated Press quietly fucking wrote an article that didn't get a lot of coverage in mainstream media about how all the concentration camps have been closed now. It's like all the re-education camps are closed now in fucking Xinjiang, and it's like very different vibes in Xinjiang, and now it's the tourism hour.
Let's see what the Associated Press actually had to say about this. These are all AP articles from the last 2 years. UK independent body reports China committed genocide in Xinjiang. China sanctioned a US research firm and 2 individuals over a report about the human rights violations in Xinjiang.
It's the tourism hour.
To China's fury, UN accuses Beijing of Uyghur rights abuses.
Tourism hour.
Uyghur County in China has the highest prison rate in the world. 1 in 25 people is in a Chinese prison.
It's the tourism hour.
48 Uyghurs detained in Thailand for almost 11 years are on hunger strike to protest their imminent deportation to China, where they face imprisonment or execution.
Not only does this AP article seem not to exist, reading the AP proved exactly the opposite. Hasan has happily eaten up the Chinese propaganda on this and has regurgitated it to his mainstream audience. Why is he defending China's genocide of their Muslim population? How does this even make sense? It only makes sense if A, he's being paid, or B, he has the political complexities of a 5-year-old. I know America Bad is a meme that people laugh at online, but with Hasan, this does actually seem to be the beginning and the end of his analysis.
2 principles. Let me explain to you 2 principles that you should keep with you, coming from a person who's Turkish, okay? When you look at a situation in the Middle East, you look at what the local government is and who the Western forces are. Never align with the Western forces. So when
this is a random Thursday night and one of Hasan's stream, I want to simplify. He's been streaming for 5 hours and 45 minutes, and he has currently 24,000 people watching him. This is a random Hasan stream. He talks about shit every fucking day, multiple hours, 12 hours a day, nonstop. He goes up and down. I don't think he ever drops below 20K. And sometimes he peaks at like 70, 80, 90, 100.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
look at other countries, I look at the regional actor, whoever the regional power player is, and then I look at who is backed by the Western superpowers. That's a principle that you could take home with you. If you want to actually be moral, or if you want
Hasan is a communist who believes communism is awesome, but he's also super fucking rich and lives in a mansion and brags about his Lambos and Bugattis and takes money from his viewers who donate and support him all day long and does not share that money with any of them. But fuck yeah, socialism, right? Fuck the rich, right? That's what Hasan tells you. Well, rich people are evil. He's rich.
I hate niggas like him.
He's super rich.
I hate niggas like it. No, seriously, I do. Like, it's not like I'm not like laughing about that. I really do hate people like that because they never stand on the principles that they're telling you to stand on.
Yeah, never do. Oh, it doesn't even get to the bad shit. This is just the annoying shit. All right, let's try to watch this. We're not going to pause for Mr. Bennington at least 10 minutes.
All right, just play. I got you.
You want to be smart about the way you analyze other countries. That's one basic principle that you can take home with you. All of a sudden, magically, you are above on your foreign policy analysis. You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
After seeing all of this, I was already getting uncomfortable with our partnership.
I started to wonder if I had any idea who this guy actually is.
And then this happened.
We have breaking news out of Israel this morning where Hamas has launched a surprise attack within Israel's borders overnight.
After the shock of October 7th, I noticed a huge increase of anti-Semitic comments from Hasan's stream and Discord, including from his head mod. I was disturbed that Hasan was seemingly okay with this.
Can you do you care that your chat is calling me racist? Do you make any
Streaming for 4 hours and 11 minutes, 32,000 people watching them.
attempt to modify
Random Hasan stream.
I have not looked at my chat.
moderate that
I
at
have
all?
not looked at my chat at all, but you
I
have
just
to understand.
opened it, but don't you have moderators? Do you care at all about what your
32,000. That's actually what frustrates me, Mr. Bennington. So many young Americans watch this dude every day. So many. I couldn't even begin to tell you how many young Americans watch this guy.
That's actually concerning. But that, once again, that's why I'm so surprised. It's because, like you said, it's not me. It's not me. And
Not
mine.
niggas like us, bro. This is not bro Ray from down the street around the corner that be posted up at the gas station every day. You talk to Ray boss, he be like, "What communism? Nah, we beat the communists back in the Cold War." You know what I mean? Like he just was like,
No, or no.
The Cold War never stopped people. I think a lot of people don't realize that. We thought it did. It never did.
No, I will tell you this. I'm talking about me and mine, and what I'm talking about, like my family or like my parents and me. When you describe liberals, when you describe
I'm
liberals,
not talking about you and your family. And so it confuses you.
yeah, because when I think of liberal, I'm like,
you think of classic liberals. You think of libertarians. You think of the Bill Clinton liberal. You think of the Barack Obama liberal.
Yeah,
that's not the left anymore, bro. That doesn't exist anymore. That's gone. But stop talking about that.
Nigga, I'm extinct.
The left right now wants men beating up women in the UFC and swimming against them and playing volleyball with them. That's what the left right now wants to put children on puberty blockers to stop them from going through puberty, so it'll be okay to cut the genitalia off. That's what the left wants right now. These are the things the left wants right now. Not what you're talking about. Affordable health care. Nobody gives a fuck about that no more. Affordable tax rates. What the fuck are you talking about? You sound like a Republican. Because the left has moved. And the right has moved. And the center has moved. It's all shift. It's the it shifts. Every couple of generations, it slides. To expect it to stay the same is crazy.
No, I get it. It's just the way you said it. Like, cause I swore you've met my parents before, and you're like, they aren't these types of people. Yeah, I mean they're they're liberal, but they ain't this. They ain't
no, they're classical liberals. That's what we call it. They're classic liberals. Yeah, and you're Bill Maher. You're Joe Rogan. You're yeah. No, nobody cares about your opinion anymore.
you're Bill Maher. You're Bill Clinton. You're Barack Obama. Like niggas who like have ideological differences with, but you know that man don't want you broke. You know that nigga don't. He disagrees with how you should become rich and what that may look like for you or what they may look like for the greater community. But he don't want you like poor, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
you're talking about. That's like me talking about the Republican Party. The Republican Party isn't John McCain, Mitt Romney. But it's almost Republican Party is Elon. It's Trump. It's Tulsi. It's the Avengers now. The Republican Party is hype. The Republican Party is the counterculture. They're fighting against the establishment. They're fighting against the mainstream because they are. Yeah, I know you don't believe that's the truth, but that's what happened. The right doesn't own media no more. The left does. This isn't the 90s where the Christian moms and the moms against drunk drivers and all that shit ran the media and told you couldn't say shit where, oh my God, fucking Ellen's gay and she said it on live TV. Oh, we don't live in that time no more. The right doesn't run media anymore. We watch shows where trans men fuck straight men on TV now.
What the fuck?
Like any show, anything you go watch on TV that has some trans, gay, whatever the fuck, left leaning shit in it, like non-binary, blah blah blah, patriarchy, bad, toxic masculinity, all these dumbass buzzwords they throw all in all these shows now. The right doesn't own media anymore. The right hasn't owned media since the last time the right owned media. Family Guy was considered controversial. Am I lying?
No.
Right, I'm telling the truth. I don't know why people think the right still owns the media. I don't know why they think that. It's quite evidently true that they don't. Because we had an abundance of like comedians and rappers and stuff speaking out against them. But it's just gay. Eminem was probably one of the biggest influences in this. And then in the 2000s, the left grabbed the media by a chokehold and never gave that shit back. This ain't I Love Lucy no more. This ain't I Dream of Jeannie no more. This ain't Leave It to Beaver no more. Traditional American family values, nuclear family, a woman who listens to her husband. No, all men are idiots and their wife is smarter than them now. What the fuck are you talking about?
The Rightful Man, where it was a single man, like the mom died, and he was a single man raising his son.
No, that's right wing shit, bro. Literally, that is right wing shit. That says masculinity is a positive thing. No, the left doesn't believe in that. All men are stupid and their wives do everything for them. That's what the left promotes on media. I don't make shit I say up on this podcast. I know if you sit here and actually listen to what I'm saying, you could think of a billion examples of you and you know I'm telling the truth.
I don't know.
In left-wing media, men are Ted Mosby.
I hate that, man. Actually, no. In left-wing media, that's how you get motherfuckers. And I hate this character too. I hate this character to death. That's how you get Ross from Friends.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. When Friends took over, that's when you knew the left took over media. Friends and shit like that. Yeah. Sex in the City, women going out, getting drunk, fucking.
Well, actually, it's crazy because that's only one of the girls. The other three girls were in relationships.
Well, sure, but what do women when they say Sex in the City lifestyle? What are they talking about?
Oh, they talking about they want to be Samantha. No, that's crazy though, because no one wants to be Samantha. They just want the freedom to choose to be Samantha. Nobody wants to be Samantha, not by choice.
Then explain the current dating demographic
Or
that we
me-
exist in right
No,
now.
no.
Women
And
that
this,
outright say, fuck these niggas, we don't need no man, fuck these kids, feed us, delete us, all these things. Like this is current culture. This is what women say.
no. What I'm saying is,
Like,
I know a girl at work, right? She has 3 children by 3 different men, and we were having this conversation. I was like, if you could, if any one of those relationships worked out, would you be married to one of those men? She said yes. So
That's
even
regret though. In the moment, she didn't choose. Women aren't stupid, right? And this is why I tell people think I hate women, but I don't. The reason why I say what I say is because women are not stupid, right? So like, just like I knew, like I could sit here and admit to myself that a lot of these women I dealt with in the past, I knew these bitches weren't worth shit. I knew, but I just wanted to fuck them, and it's okay to admit that. And women don't want to. They don't want to admit they made mistakes.
or one thing led to another.
No, see, trying to avoid. I just wanted
to hit.
Fuck. And I did not care about the consequences of my actions.
And as a consequence, I got into some dumbass bullshit.
Never admit it. Because you can't, I'm sorry, I give the women no leeway on this. You cannot sit here and holler and scream and preach, my body, my choice. All right, your body, your choice, your responsibility. You have to take responsibility. You can't see my body, my choice. A man can't tell me what to do. If I don't want to keep the baby, I can't keep I don't have to keep the baby. Or if I want to keep the baby, I will keep the baby. Okay, cool. But if he doesn't want to keep the baby, if he doesn't want to be involved with the baby, it's the exact same thing. You can't be like, well, you got me pregnant. You got to take responsibility. No. I don't have to take responsibility. It's not my choice. It's yours. It's your choice. If that guy wants to abandon you, he's just going to do it. So don't fuck niggas who will abandon you. You can't make him care. If you tell him, you can't tell him he has to have responsibility for something, but at the same time, he has no authority over it. You can't. You can't. Like that doesn't make any fucking sense. That's like if I told you right now, all right, Mr. Benson, I got $1 million in my hand. You can't touch this money. You can't make any decisions about this money. All this money belongs to me. You can't do shit with this money. And I come back 9 months later and tell you, Mr. Benson, what the fuck? All my money's gone. You got to take responsibility. That was your money and your choice.
I don't even know what you want me to take responsibility for.
No one told you to spend all that money. It's like no one told you to keep that baby because you didn't have to. No one told you to let me fuck you with no condom on. No one told you to not be on birth control. No one told you to not take a plan B. No one told you to not get an abortion. No one told you to not get the baby off adoption. No one told you to go not drop that baby off at a fire station. You chose to keep that baby in your house and raise it. You chose to be a single mom. Don't come to me. It's your body, your choice, right?
I completely agree. I do not believe that feminism. I am a firm believer that feminism is not associated with the complete lack of accountability on behalf of women. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what my parents told me. What the fuck did I become? What the fuck? She said, what the fuck did I become a feminist for you not to take responsibility for your actions as a woman?
Yeah, but the current day feminist doesn't agree with you, bro. The current day feminist thinks that the current day feminist is what I call Schrodinger's feminist. Right? Are you familiar with the term?
Yeah, Schrodinger's cat.
Right. The cat that if I was to put a cat in a box with an object that could kill it, is the cat alive or dead? Well, the answer is you just don't know. You wouldn't know until you open a box. You wouldn't be able to confirm if the cat is alive or dead until you open the box, right? That's what the Schrodinger's feminist is. She is simultaneously a strong, empowered, independent woman who doesn't need a man for anything, can do anything a man can do, but she's also simultaneously a victim who's too young to decide who she can and can't date without being manipulated, should not be drafted to go to war because she's not as strong as a man and can't do what a man. You see, understand what I'm saying? Simultaneously, you are all these things. You are Schrodinger's feminist. Either you're a super badass empowered woman or you're fucking oppressed. Which one benefits you more right now? I can't pay for the date. I'm a woman. I can't. No, if someone breaks to the house, you go fight them. I'm a woman. You can't tell me what to do. I'm a strong, empowered woman. Which one is it? Mr. Benton, which one is it?
No, you're talking to the wrong guy. Because my feminism doesn't allow for those type of excuses to be made.
No. Once again, you one of them Barack Obama type niggas, right? Okay. You one of them Bill Clinton. We not talking about you, Mr. We're talking about the current 16 to 24-year-old feminist right now.
Oh no, what they're doing is they're bastardizing the term of feminism and giving and trying to transform the definition to match something that is completely unrelated to that definition.
Like they do with the term racism?
Yeah, they're bastardizing it.
Oh, yeah, just like the motherfuckers who be like, well, you know, racism is really, when you think about it, and having like a power plus privilege. No, racism is the hatred, discrimination, prejudice, or feelings of superiority, inferiority directed at someone in regards to their race and nothing else.
Once again, like Toby Rahman and Madara.
Right. I hate you because you're an Uchiha. I hate you. I think you're inferior to me because you're an Uchiha. I'm going to be prejudiced against you because you're an Uchiha, and I'm going to discriminate against you because you're an Uchiha.
Create systems of
no. That has nothing to do with the definition of racism. That systemic shit is just some shit communists started saying. The definition of racism is hatred, superiority, inferiority, prejudice, and discrimination. That power, privilege, systemic shit has nothing to do with what racism is. Racism is an individual act. I am being racist.
No. But is it? Because if I create a law that says black people,
we can have a nuanced conversation, but I'm talking about the definition of racism, right? If you want to talk about the nuanced conversation of a society full of racist people and what that can do to a society, sure, that does not change what racism is. Because the people will say something like, well, I don't have systemic power, so I couldn't be racist. Okay. Right. Okay. So like if like a Chinese person was like in South Africa and everybody treated them differently, it was prejudiced against them and discriminated against them and all and they were hateful towards them and all these and the literal definition of racism, and they have the systemic power and the ability to oppress that Chinese a Latin person because the blacks in South Africa are the majority and they're not. Would they be racist? Oh yeah, your ideology falls apart because you're fucking stupid. You can't answer that question because you never even thought that far. What if a black person was in a majority black country? Could they be racist then?
That's the Hutu and the Tutsi, and what was it? In Hotel Rwanda. That happened in Rwanda.
If I, as a black person, says I'm going to pick up this brick, run up there, and hit that white person in the head and kill them because they're white, am I being racist? But systemically, they start hyperventilating.
Hyperventilating?
Because they've been taught, they were taught a changed definition of what racism is, and they don't know the actual definition of the word because they're fucking communists. And they believe the whole power, privilege, oppression, oppress. If you're a communist, if you're a socialist, if you're a feminist, truly, then in your worldview, because that means you are a Marxist, and this worldview means you believe that in this world there are oppressors and then there are oppressed. Point blank, period. And if you are the oppressed, you can't be the bad guy. And if you're a part of the oppressed, you are the bad guy. Even if you don't think you are, even if you've done nothing, you're systemically the bad guy. You're culturally the bad guy. You're ancestrally the bad guy. You're generationally the bad guy because of the trauma. And you just have to be, you are no matter what. So if you are a white-skinned person in this country, you are evil and racist, even if you've never done an evil racist thing in your life. And I can't be racist to you, even though that statement is racist. this is what they truly believe. Go on YouTube, right? I can put this right now and type in "Can black people be racist?" and watch some of these young college age students say this. They will literally, well, I can't be racist. I'm black. I don't have the systemic power. And this creates even weirder phenomena because it creates super racist minorities, but it creates even more racist non-minorities who think they're not racist because they'll say crazy shit. Like there's a video on YouTube. I love this video. I show people all the time. This is what Hasan's worldview creates. There's a video on YouTube where this is guy going around and he goes to this college campus. I forgot where it was. I think it was in a very conservative state like Texas. I think he went to a college campus. And he just talked to the average college-age American in a conservative state, and he asked them, is voter ID laws racist? Yeah. And they all say yes. Yeah, it's racist because minorities, like, they wouldn't have the tools or the faculties to, like, you know, get, like, a driver's license. They truly believe this. It's called bigotry of low expectations. I have to be sympathetic and compassionate to you because you're less than me because you're black. You're not as smart as me. You're black. You wouldn't know how to get a driver's license. You're black. And they're the first people to complain about racism and sexism and stuff. I don't make this up.
I was going to say, I think a large part of this problem is that they lack the vocabulary. They lack the vocabulary to express their reality. So I'm going to try to be as charitable as I could possibly be
to the worldview. Charitable to the worldview.
I'm going to be charitable to the worldview by saying, I think this is what they're trying to say. I could be wrong. But what I think they're trying to say is, at the time that the voter registration ID was required back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, at that time, Black people, it was very difficult for them to come up off of an education. It was very difficult.
Very true.
It's very, very difficult.
True.
So therefore, if you lock the voter registration ID behind the arbitrary intelligence test, then Black people
No, that wasn't the question, though, Ms. Benson. The question was, should you be required to show ID that improve you are American citizen and having a state ID, whether it's a driver's license, a government retirement card, a under 21 ID, you know what I mean? Should you show ID to vote? Anybody with a brain would say yes, you should prove you're a citizen before you vote. But their argument is, well, no, because
but that's the point I'm making about the voter registration ID. I'm speaking to the history of the voter registration ID prior to this moment. Now, was it kind of icky? Yeah, no.
I'm talking about today's age. We can talk about the past, sure, but in today's age, is there anybody over the age of 16 who don't have some type of form of legal ID? Social security card, something, anything? Is there anyone in this country who's a citizen who doesn't have some form of ID on their person, or at least know where they could go? Maybe they have it at home in a dresser or something,
or at least they know where to get one, like where it'd be like,
they would say things like, well, they wouldn't have access to resources like the internet to be able to to use stuff like Google Maps and get down to they probably wouldn't have cars to get to the DMV and they probably wouldn't know how to fill out the paperwork. This is truly what they think. Because you're Black or Spanish or whatever. Because you're a minority. Because the system's against you. That must mean you're fucking stupid. It's truly what they believe. I'm not making it up, bro. Like, truly. Because people like Hasan, truly what the average college-age American believes. Truly. And the reason why I say average, because there's still a majority white country. Don't get it fucked up. And then in the video I'm talking about, have I showed you this video? Because I don't know if I told you about it or showed you. But then after he leaves that area, that college uppity bougie town, and goes straight to the hood and just talks to people. You think voter ID laws are racist? I'm like, what you mean? Well, like, if you want to go vote, you have to show your ID. Well, nah. I mean, my ID right here in my wallet. They think they're not real people.
The problem is that they only know black people abstractly. They know them as an abstract. They don't know who they are as people. Or they may have one black friend.
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing.
The biggest liberal person you will meet is a nigga that never stepped foot in the hood one day in their life. Because they go to the hood and realize most niggas are conservative. They just don't realize they're conservative. Because most niggas don't care about politics in the sense that you and I might talk about them. Fuck, you don't even care about as much as I care about them. I don't even care about them that much. You know what I mean? Like most black people don't care about labeling themselves politically or being that invested in politics. They just care about voting for the nigga that's their mayor, the nigga that's their president, right? So they don't really care about or care for the distinctions of left and right. They just know, is that a Democrat? All right, cool. I'm gonna vote for him. That's how most people, like, you know what I mean? Like, truly, at the end of the day, right? You know, they don't really. But if you were to really sit there and ask them questions about how they view the economy, and you will realize that majority of the black Americans in this country are Republicans. They're Christians. They don't fuck with the gay shit or the trans shit, any of that. They don't think men should be racing or swimming or fighting women. They think women should listen to their men. You ask a black woman, should you listen to her man? Not like a ratchet ghetto one, but talking about like ask someone like my mama, your mom, you know, like an average 30, 40 something year old black woman. No, I don't really I don't argue with my man. Like my man, like that's his household. That's the, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're conservative. They've just been told that they're Democrats because they are, but just because you're a Democrat does not mean you are left wing. Not anymore. And I think kind of like you're kind of understanding that and realizing that.
Because apparently my
Democrat doesn't mean left wing anymore, bro. It means you're a Democrat. It means you're a Barack Obama type nigga. It means you a Bill Clinton. Get your old ass out of here.
Right.
Get your old ass out of here. What you still doing here? Log off. Get your old ass up.
Get your old ass on. How'd you even get on here, old man? Like, God damn.
What the fuck you talking about? Affordable health care. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, affordable health. Nigga, and you want to know what's crazy? I was in my 20s 5 years ago. I mean, granted, I was 29, but I was in my 20s 5 years ago. I'm old now?
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you doing? Why are you still here? Giving your opinion and shit.
Give me your opinions, old ass nigga. God,
Listen, we don't live in a world of M and Kanye and Wayne and Jay-Z. And no, we live this NBA young boy town.
Nigga, I'm over here.
You're not even in an in-between generation with like Migos and Future. No, nigga, this is about the YNs. This is about YNWB, FKT, Reezy.
Who?
like, I don't know, bro. I be hearing some of these new rappers' names. It'd be like a bunch of letters. JTZ, Smasher. I'm like, who? It's just like
no. You made up every nigga you just said.
Yeah, these niggas I made up, but like YNW Melly and
I heard that name, don't know who that is.
Right, and then just like all these niggas who like they have the abbreviation of their gang and or like it started with the ASAP crew. That's when their trend started back then, but it was just like, oh, there was ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg and stuff. But now people do that now, or their little gang, whatever their initials are, and then their name, and that's how rappers name themselves now.
Trash.
Yeah.
Nigga, why can't we go back to actual rap names? Jay-Z, the actual rap name. Lil Wayne, actual rap name. Eminem.
So that's the supervillain. Method Man. Redman. Rappers used to be superheroes. They had names.
Yeah, names. Like
Biggie Smalls. You know, like
Tupac Shakur. Like that's not his actual name. Like
they had like they were superheroes. Rappers. You know, that's how I saw them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they were like they had like personas.
No, did you remember the days where you got disappointed when you found out your rapper's actual name is like some regular shit?
Dwayne Carter. Who?
No, how do you want better?
Marshall Mathers?
Marshall Mathers, nigga? What
your name isn't really Lupe Fiasco?
Yeah. No,
wait,
no.
nigga, your name's really not Busta Rhymes, bro. For real? Nah, you fucking with me. I thought you were just born to rap.
No. When I found out that one of my favorite rappers is T.I., right? When I found out this nigga's name is Clifford Harris, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll tell you this: what like one of the top 10 rap disses in all time was this dude claims he's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. I was like, oh, he can't come back from it. And then he followed up with Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
Oh, I was kind of confused by that when I first heard it because I was like, wait, isn't that a good thing?
Right, but nigga, you ain't hard. You're on the street. Your name Clarence.
Why are you talking like that? Like,
nigga, your mom and dad love each other. Nigga, he was.
Your mom
want to rap?
Like, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to rap. You just look crazy in this environment.
True. That's why whenever I rap, y'all, I just always I drink, I smoke weed, I play video games, I'm a nerd, I don't give a fuck. And then people's like, well, like when you rap, you gotta rap about like hard gangster shit, but I'm not that.
Well, if I'm not that,
and I thank God for people like Kadesh Flow who helped me realize you can just rap about the shit you like. I can, like, I can just, yeah.
I've been saying that for years, bro.
Mm-hmm. You don't gotta be hard. That's why, like, bro, there's a clip. It's so funny. If you go, it's a clip from like 2007, and Wayne was talking about Drake. He like kind of just discovered him and stuff. He's like, yeah, no, Drake, cool, man. I like Drake. You know what I mean? I really like Drake. I heard him rap. I thought it was a really good rap. You know, I heard his mixtapes, and I was like, man, you good, bro. But you know, I just want to let you know right now, you can come down with me and bring down New Orleans. You know, you gotta understand that's New Orleans, not Canada. You know what I mean? So like. But don't let them, like, you know what I'm saying, like take you from like who you is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just keep it Canadian. You know, like you cool.
No, that was one of the coolest things he ever said. Keep it Canadian. No, not keeping it Canadian is how you got into a problem with Kendrick. No.
Wayne told him keep it Canadian. You know, and you don't got to come up here doing like what I did, what we do down here in New Orleans. You know what I mean? Just keep it Canadian.
No, keep it Canadian. No, seriously. Could you imagine what his career would look like
if he would have kept the Canadian like Wayne told him?
He would still be right now, even though he's
number one, untouchable, unstoppable.
Yeah, even though I still would put him up there with
Drake is never gonna fall off. Anybody thinking Drake is like dead after this beef is an idiot. Idiot. Now I will say, is Drake the powerhouse he was before?
No, but he was falling off long before that.
Yeah.
He wasn't that nigga for the last 2 hours.
10 years ago, I looked crazy talking about how much I hated Drake. As the years went on, I looked less and less crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like the last 2 albums? Nah, he wasn't that nigga. No.
Bro, but, For the Dogs, bro, tell me you didn't like that shit, bro.
I hate For the Dogs. I hate that album. But I'm gonna tell you.
No. That shit was trash, bro.
No,
was that shit you just dropped with Party? That shit was trash. What was before Scorpion? That shit was trash.
Scorpion was okay. No, but what I was gonna say is this.
Well, Scorpion wasn't complete trash.
No, but hear me out, Sophist. Before that moment, Thank Me Later, Take Care. If you listen to this, it's too late.
Yes, okay. Can I talk about these records, bro? Because if you're reading this, it's too late.
Hard.
I'm not saying these. No, they weren't hard. Like, okay, all right, okay. I'm not saying that these were bad. They were clearly produced well. Drake was obviously rapping his ass off on these records. Clearly, right? But it's just not hard. This nigga's crying about bitches and trust issues. Fuck that nigga. But it's just not hard, bro.
That's the Take Care of. That's the Take Care album. And
I know. I said Take Care. If you're reading this, it's too late. Views from the 6. What are the Drake classics? Everybody say Views from the 6. Take Care. If you're reading this, it's too late.
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. I'm not saying these albums are bad, but the idea of someone saying Drake and hard in the same sentence just irritates me.
No, Drake. No,
It can't be hard if half the tracks on the album are R&B cuts. It can't be hard. It's
that nigga that like that'd be like me putting out a rap album and half the song is "Sweet Lady, would you be my
now." Okay,
no.
now that's hard, but in a different way.
How?
Okay, hold on. Let me explain what I'm about to say, but I don't want to get too involved in my personal life. Me and my wife enjoy doing things together. Like if we're like, say, we buy a piece of furniture, we'll build it together. If we're like making some food, we'll cook dinner together. And while we do that, we like to play some hard ass R&B. I'm talking some early '90s, late '90s, like Usher. I'm talking some Charlie Wilson. I'm talking some Joe. I'm talking like some hard ass R&B. Like that shit go hard. Like like. I'm talking some Tyrese. I'm talking like Aaliyah. Like hard R&B. Like that should go hard. It's not like gangsta hard, but it's a different type of hard. It's like I'm in love hard. Like I don't know. Fuck it. Never mind. Shut the fuck up.
No, I get it.
That shit's out of gay as fuck.
No, it didn't because my girl and I do it all the time.
And I'm just saying, look, listen, I'm not trying to get canceled, but like I like hanging out with my wife and listening to Chocolate Factory.
Oh, R. Kelly's officially canceled in my household.
You don't play R. Kelly no more? Step to the left, step to the right, spin around and bring it down tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm not condoning the man. I'm just saying, like, bro, Ignition, just put the key in ignition and hot and fresh out the kitchen. I'm rolling. That mind ain't got every man. That shit go. That shit slaps. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna not listen to Ignition just because he's a pedophile. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna not listen to Ignition because I'm not gonna not listen to Ignition because I don't know what's going on in his brain.
Like, granted, I'd be listening to R. Kelly sometimes, and some of these lyrics, I'm like, oh damn, that was like in our face.
Yeah,
because in Ignition, he after the show is the after party, and after the party is the hotel lobby, and right about says I'm gonna get somebody and take him to the room and then somebody. And I'm like, wait, somebody. So you're not even being specific about
who you
just say, like you gonna just take somebody to the room and then like make a somebody. Oh, okay, that don't even sound right.
Like, cause if you were gonna you're gonna take your girl to the room, you would just say
you would say my girl, right? Wouldn't you?
I would. So who's the person though?
How old are they? Anyway, let's get to this Hasan video.
All right, no, keep going.
We ain't pausing no more. All right, not no more, but we ain't gonna pause for a little minute.
All right, go ahead.
There's 32,000 people in here right now.
I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels. And I'm fucking shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, who the fuck is this child, cold, arrogant, kind as fuck.
I love you, but there's only so much I can do.
How can you be surprised when your Discord is literally full of fucking
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're making that argument. You know that, right? Like
Hasan's chat had been calling me a Zionist, baby-killing genocider. Maybe it is unreasonable that I'm asking him to moderate his chat for a friend. He doesn't even know where I'm coming from because it's not something he would ever ask for.
And all these other content creators actually, whipping their communities when their chat is going fucking absolutely bananas over random dumb shit and bringing my name up for no fucking reason. That you were just allowing that shit to run rampant in your chat. And I thought that was fucked up. Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do. Especially
Hasan's also a hypocrite. Who would have fucking thought? But whatever.
As someone who thought we were fucking friends, I think that's a reasonable expectation for someone who you consider to be a friend.
The problem wasn't that he was pro-Palestinian, because I share a lot of those views, and I've been a stalwart supporter of the Palestinian cause for many years. The problem with Hasan's coverage, and a lot of people like him, was their complete lack of empathy for the Jewish people who were frankly slaughtered by Hamas. He refused to show even a crumb of empathy for the Jewish victims.
But listen to what this guy has to say.
And as you might have seen, there was some sort of rave or desert party where they were having a great time until the resistance came in electrified hang gliders and took at least several dozen hipsters. But I'm sure they're doing very fine despite what the New York Post says. But nobody had seen this coming.
I mean, that's insane, right?
I don't even. Yeah. Okay. Like.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm just criticizing people. You don't have to comment if you're not comfortable about it.
I honestly felt at times that.
No, we're gonna run that back in case anyone probably wasn't paying full attention. Just listen to what the guy was saying.
The Jewish victims.
But listen to what this guy has to say.
And as you might have seen, there was some sort of rave or desert party where they were having a great time until the resistance came and.
So he said there was a bunch of Jewish people having some type of rave or desert party until the resistance came.
Right.
The resistance is what a terminology these people like to use to refer to as groups such as Hamas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, etc. Resist the West. These people having a great time until the resistance came. Now hold up. Let's keep listening to what he's saying.
Electrified hang gliders and took at least several dozen hipsters. But I'm sure they're doing very fine despite what the New York Post says.
He said it came in electrified hang gliders, aerial assault vehicles, and hit a bunch of hipsters. But I'm sure they're doing fine no matter what the New York Post says. Aerial assault vehicles bombed the beach. I'm sure they're doing fine no matter what the New York Post says.
But nobody had seen this coming.
No one's seen it coming.
I mean, that's insane.
These were not combatants. These are civilians.
These are civilians.
Oh, fucking God. Bro. Am I crazy? Okay, let's just play the video. I think I'm avoiding trying to talk about this because it's kind of hard to watch this without getting angry.
All right.
So I could be honest, I think I've been stalling the stream a lot. I've watched this whole video. I sat down, I shut up, and I watched this whole video. All this stuff I knew about Hasan, but this is the first time anybody has made an hour and 42-minute long compilation of all this shit Hasan has been doing for years. And this is just the perfect thing I could just point somebody to when they say, well, why do you hate Hasan so much? Because in that, if you ask me that, it's kind of hard to tell you why this guy been watching convert young Americans into pro-terrorists for like a decade. It's kind of hard to explain in a short instance why I hate this dude outside of say, bro, he's a fucking terrorist. Right, Mr. Like, Mr. Ben, that make any sense?
No, I get. I literally understand where you're coming from, but the problem that I think it's easy to. The reason why he targets young Americans as impressionable as they are is because they are easier to convert.
It's fundamentally.
Yeah. He's not having these conversations with
niggas like you and me who could sit there and pick apart what he says.
Yeah.
Hasan actually he says famously, "No, I refuse to debate."
I'm sure. I'm sure you refuse to listen to.
And he refused to watch any videos that people asked him. His fan base asked him to watch. That's why they're leaving him. They asked him to watch this video and defend himself. I'm not going to watch that. I don't need to justify myself in the accusation, which is it's something I would say. But this isn't an accusation, buddy. This is a compilation of evidence.
Idiots.
Do people not know what accusation? Accusation means I am accusing you of something with no proof. This is Ethan saying, so here's what happened.
Well, this nigga's tripping. And
Okay, so let's just to summarize with this guy and all these people who are talking about ensuring we love New York City. What the fuck? Please take that shit down. Do not include America in this shit. But you also say end all U.S. aid to apartheid Israel. But we love New York City. But end all you what? Wait. End all U.S. aid to apartheid Israel, specifically to Israel, not to the Palestinian flag right here, to Israel. But we love New York City.
To be fair, I've had a hard time with the concept of Americans helping Israel since they became a sovereign nation. I'm like,
I agree with you. I have a problem with Americans helping any nation on this planet, though. I'm a true nationalist. Truly. If you're not American, fuck you. That's my opinion. But there are people who are anti-Israel but pro-Palestine. I don't understand why. Or anti-Russia but pro-Ukraine. I don't understand why. Why? Okay, if you're pro-Ukraine, what's wrong being pro-Russia?
Isn't Russia historically the bad guys of the United States?
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, but what's wrong with being pro? Because regardless, that has nothing to do with us.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Because people who are pro-Ukraine, they'll say being pro-Russia is bad morally. Well, why? It's two nations going to war. It happens all the time. Israel and Palestine have been fighting each other for centuries.
Well, I mean, for centuries, if you're listening to some of the old people or whatnot, but if you're actually just
I'm talking about the Crusades.
No, that's the point I'm making. I'm talking about how long they have been dealing with this in terms of national, in terms of our life cycle. They've been dealing with this since 1948, since the
what I'm saying is like this holy land has been fought over forever.
Yeah, that's
what right do I have to say any side is right or wrong? Because it's been back and forth. I don't know the name of this country. Is it Israel? Is it Palestine? It's been back and forth for so long. Who gives a fuck at this point? I mean, I don't give a fuck, right? So I'm not picking a side. I don't care. All I know is that like if you're targeting non-combatants, you've lost your mind.
Yeah, and I mean this on either side. If you're targeting
either side, because I'm invested in Israel. I don't care. I know right now America as a country has decided to back Israel. Okay, fine. Fine, whatever the fuck. You can criticize that all you want, but why is that wrong? They've both been killing each other for centuries. Like I don't understand. You know, what makes one side more right than the other? Besides your opinion of their religious worldview. That's the question nobody asks about this Israel-Palestine thing. Are you pro-Israel? You pro-Palestine? Well, why does it matter? They've been killing each other forever. Forever. It's the only war that's never stopped. Right? Every other war stopped. This war happened during World War II. This war happened during Vietnam. This war was happening during World War One. This war was happening during the Civil War. This war was happening during the Indian American War. Yeah, this war is happening. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's never stopped. Why should I care about either side? I mean, what I mean by that is obviously the war should stop. What I'm saying is, why would I care about naming one side as the good guy or the bad guy? Even if one side was more heinous in the last 20 years than the other. I mean, you've been doing this shit to each other for like forever.
For at least the last 200 years.
So like, why? Like, what moral high ground do you even have anymore? Like, it's just kind of like, how about you both just stop? How about you both just stop? Like, literally, that's what the Christians did. They stopped. They dipped out of the Crusades. The Crusades used to be a three-way war. It was the Jews, the Christians, and the Muslims. The Christians dipped. They was like, bro, we don't care about fighting over Jerusalem this bad, bro. Literally, that's what the Christians left. The middle, we don't care about fighting over Jerusalem this bad, bro. They went to like Rome and shit. They just like, bro, fuck this. They was like, fuck it. We can go to Italy and then create the Pope, and then we gonna just do that shit. Meanwhile, Muslims, Jews, Israel, Jerusalem, Israel, fight over it, kill each other, the Holy Land, bro. I'm sorry, is that insensitive?
It sounds insensitive, but it also sounds remarkably accurate. But we really don't.
That's what happened. The Christians dipped. It was like, fuck this, bro. We gonna just go to Italy or some shit.
We're just gonna go over here and make this make sense.
And the Christians are probably the most influential part of the Crusades. I mean, that's how people think of what are they called? The opposite of the assassins. What are they called?
The Templars.
The Templars. The Christian Templars.
Hmm.
They went wild during the Crusades.
Yeah, the Templars were wild. Templars
and even they dropped it. Even they was like, bro, this ain't worth it, bro.
Like, I get that we're all having a good time, but nah, dog, this ain't it.
Even their Templars don't even exist anymore, bro. Like, they dropped it. They was like, fuck it, bro. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, the Knights Templar. Which don't exist no more. And I don't.
So this is weird. In all U.S. AIDS apartheid. Apartheid. That's another term I keep hearing, but don't truly understand the definition of. So I'm not going to try to even. Apartheid.
Apartheid?
Yeah.
It is a form of living where they're separated by whether it be class, color, creed, or religious status.
So it's another word for segregation, essentially.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Like,
but nobody
from American apartheid. That's what they're referring to.
Okay.
had seen this coming.
I mean, that's insane, right?
I haven't even.
And to confirm, by the way, I know we kind of went off on our tangent. We do this. Fuck it. That guy was just saying there's a bunch of Israelis partying on the beach, minding their business, civilians. And then what do you call them? Electric hang gliders?
Yeah, electric hang gliders, apparently.
Came and hit them. Don't listen to the Washington Post, though. I'm sure they're okay. But they never saw it coming. And then Ethan asked Hasan, well, how do you feel about that? The guy just said they bombed civilians. No matter how much coded language he used, I'm not fucking stupid, right?
Right.
So how do you feel about that? What does Hasan say?
Seen this coming.
I mean, that's insane, right?
I haven't even. Yeah. Okay. Like.
Okay.
I'm
just criticizing people. You don't have to comment if you're not comfortable about it.
I honestly felt at times that he and his audience barely thought of Israelis as humans.
But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
Settlers are the Jews who don't deserve to be in the Holy Land. And by any means necessary, you should extract them, even death. That's what they believe, though. I mean, but that's just taking my word for it, I guess, Mr. Benedict. But notice some of the terms they use: electric hang gliders, settlers, etc.
Yeah.
When you study the language and understand what they really mean when they say these things, it might shock you.
Part of there are Israelis as humans.
But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as
deep.
well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in this.
Keep in mind, Hasan's immediate counter response was, "Hey, this dude just referred to babies as militants. Isn't that crazy?" I mean, when there are baby settlers, he associates militant with settler. You understand what I'm saying? It's the settlers the dehumanized term, as in things okay to kill.
Yeah. Listen, Hasan is nowhere near as clever as he likes to believe he is. He's a piece of shit like everybody else.
He's not smart, bro. Like, am I stupid or something? Like, he's not smart. Like, his coded language doesn't fucking. And I'm the first person to sit here to talk about something, but I don't hear nothing about no fucking. Oh my god, you hear that Trump dog whistle? Bro, that wasn't bro. Elon Musk. No, Elon Musk is fucking autistic. You know what I mean? But like, this is. I'm being so serious when I talk about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not playing. He's serious. Fuck, man. You and I don't have the grip on the Gen Z audience, Mr. Bennington. He does. Fuck.
That's possibly the problem as well.
Fuck, man.
It's barely thought of Israelis as humans.
But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
Part of running defense for Hamas is downplaying
They're settlers because they live in the settlements. Aha.
Violence specifically. Part of running defense for Hamas is downplaying the violence, specifically the sexual violence, which he's done a lot of.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people.
You'll see in this video, there are times when Hasan will get into a rant mode like I do, and he'll go full mask off, and he won't even try to hide how he really feels. He doesn't do it a lot, but Ethan has luckily cataloged every time he's done it. He will tell you literally how he feels about the Jewish women or Jewish men or Jewish people or just the Israelis in general or Americans for that matter.
A lot of.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem.
October 7th is when the Palestinian terrorist militant group known as Hamas went into Israel and killed a bunch of civilians for no reason. It wasn't a military response or anything. They just strode into Israel, started killing people and raping women and killing children and stuff. That's so, but it doesn't matter. They're settlers.
Which he's done a lot of.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like, the Palestinian resistance is not perfect.
The resistance is not perfect.
They're not like
Mr. Bennington, first and foremost, can we just talk about how the resistance is not perfect? All right, I'm tired of people talking about the brave soldiers of Hamas. I can't even do that with a straight fucking face. I can't even do that with a straight face, Mr. Bennington. I want to try. Can I try? The brave soldiers of Hamas and ISIS they're not perfect, but they're doing what needs to be done. All right, these filthy settlers are just invading these lands and setting up there and just taking over and gentrifying the population, and they need to be removed by any and all means necessary. It doesn't matter if any fucking murders or rapes happen. The resistance isn't perfect. How was my Hasan impression, Mr. Bennington?
Like an insane sicko?
You don't think it was good? You don't like my Hasan impression? Are you in no mood for jokes now, Mr. Bennington?
No, it's not even that. It's one of those things where it's like, no, this dude's just kind of a piece of shit who relies upon the fallibility of children and saying outlandish things to to build his social media presence and his rep. But he's nothing more than a grifter, because once again, he's not going to do any of the things that he's suggesting y'all should do or that should be done. That's the reason why I find people like him disgusting. Because you ain't this nigga. As a matter of fact, if I paid you, be that nigga.
Do you, Mr. Benson, do you think about Hasan that does not truly believe what he says? I believe he does.
No, I
now, I'm not saying he would act on him because he's a pussy, but I do think he believes it.
No, I think it's more insidious that he doesn't believe it. What if all of this is simply
some kind of fucked up act?
Not an act, but more along the lines of a he is saying what will rile up his base. He is saying what will get him the views. He is saying what will get him what he needs to get to sustain his life. But
the only problem, Mr. Bennington, is just like I can understand people saying that about like Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, because it's like, hey, look, go out there, make money, fucking bunch of hoes, don't commit to nobody, hit the gym, get ripped. People disrespect you, slap the shit out of them, and you can say this is a toxic, fucking terrible person who's just trying to be a grifter and rile up the young male base and this and that. But at the end of the day, is any of this shit like detrimental for society? Telling them to go hit the gym, talk to women, and make money. But truly, also, I mean, yeah, you might say, well, he's teaching them to be assholes, and sure, I guess, fine, but like,
no, but also
I can understand you saying that's like a grift. Like this person doesn't actually believe that. Like I'll call him out right now. Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. That nigga got a girlfriend. That guy has a girlfriend, and he says, well, I got a girlfriend, yeah, but I'll be talking to other girls on the side and stuff like that. But I don't believe him. I think he just shows up to work, says the outlandish, incendiary shit he says for his podcast because it's entertaining, because it's like the new age Jerry Springer. Fuck these hoes and this and that and blah blah blah. And man, fuck them and chuck them, shag them and bag them, skeet and retreat, slay and betray. There's so many different fuck, you know what I mean? Whatever. But at the end of the day, all right, nigga. But you've been in a single monogamous committed relationship for like 3 years. All right, I get it, but I still love the show because it's entertaining and it's fun, right? But when people talk about this, because this gets a lot of media coverage, a lot of mainstream media coverage, him and Andrew Tate will be like, these people are dangerous. They're dangerous. They're dangerous people. They need to be censored, taken off the internet. They're dangerous. The media would never talk about Hasan. Who's actually more dangerous? No, I want your honest answers to that question.
So, who's more dangerous? Shit. At the current moment, Hasan. That with that being said, not fan of Fresh and Fit. Not
saying you have to be. Not saying you have to be. You can think they're assholes or whatever the fuck. Yeah. But genuinely dangerous to society to warrant the media coverage and hate and the scrutiny, but this nigga gets ignored? Is that not kind of silly to you?
I get it. No, I get it. Because if there's one guy who should be getting that type of hatred, it would be this guy, right? Like
I would think.
No, I put it like this. The guys who would be covering this so that he can get that type of hatred no longer exist anymore.
They got kicked off the internet.
Or no, they just don't exist. That type of journalism no longer exists. You ain't
not on that, but also because they got kicked off the internet. There was a huge purging of the internet. That's why people championed Elon for buying Twitter, because he at least created one more space where people did not get. And when I mean kicked off the internet, I mean I don't mean literally kicked off the internet. I mean made it to the point where them being on the internet didn't make any sense. If you think of someone like whether it be Fresh with themselves or fucking like Laura Loomer, or just so many people, typically right-wing people, usually, who would say things and immediately YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, these places would demonetize or just outright ban their profiles. Elon said, "This is the reason I bought Twitter. I bought Twitter because they kicked the president off. They kicked the president off Twitter. They banned him from Twitter." That's why I bought it. That's insane. I sat there and I watched them ban people from tweeting because they made gay jokes or something. And they didn't allow them to share their view. And if you don't allow everyone to share their view, you're only allowing one view to populate. That's how you create Hasans. Literally, there's so many people right now who are outright just not even allowed to be on the internet. Like, and then now that Trump's up, things are slowly rolling back. Even like Mark Zuckerberg talking about what Meta and Facebook and Instagram. He's like, yeah, we're gonna we was doing a little too much because he was like, I'm not even going. Mark Zuckerberg said when Joe Biden was in office, the administration would come to him and tell him, hey, there are people on the internet we feel are getting too many followers, too much influence. We need you to ban their profiles because we do not feel these people are blah 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 blah. And he was like, at the time, I was like, well, okay, this is the administration, but this is fucking weird. You're telling me to censor people? You're telling me to do this?
It's not elite, dude.
You said what?
Well, what you're describing isn't exactly elite. Like, we've seen that before.
Oh, well, yeah. But it creates this it did that inevitably, because you can say, well, I believe that if people like say like Andrew Tate is allowed to say too much, maybe some dudes will probably get radicalized and take what he's saying too seriously and not understand any nuance of sarcasm, and they might become violent and aggressive towards women, and that's dangerous and stuff. Okay, well, fine, we're gonna do that. Why is Hasan on the internet still?
Only way he said that, he was like, no, I get the reason why you're concerned about that. I get it. Why is Hasan on the internet?
My opinion? Well, he's left wing. We're not gonna ban him. That's scary. That should scare anyone.
So good. They have magical bullets. Oh, that's 7.
Sexual violence, which he's done a lot of.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like, the Palestinian resistance is not perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets.
Ain't no magical bullets. Some people just get hit.
The Palestinian resistance is not perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets. It's not perfect.
Let's actually go through and look at it.
The Palestinian.
We're gonna slow the video down.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna slow the video down to a quarter speed. Hold on. Not a quarter speed. That's too slow. That's too slow.
It's not perfect. They're not.
Okay. Convincing information. Sexual violence committed against hostages in Gaza. UN team finds grounds to support reports of sexual violence.
Oh, good. They have
15 witnesses, 3 confessions, a pattern of naked dead bodies. All the evidence of Hamas rape on October 7th.
Magical bullet.
But they're going too fast now.
It's not perfect. They're not so good. They have magical.
They stopped when they thought I was dead. The ordeal of Esther, raped and mutilated by Hamas terrorists.
Bullets.
Screams without words. How Hamas weaponizes sexual violence. Like,
is not perfect.
In first, male October 7th survivor recounts rape. Oh my God, man rape? Bro, that's gangster as fuck, bro. At the hands of Hamas terrorists.
Perfect.
Attackers laughed as they raped and murdered a woman. Israel, October 7th. Witnesses said. 4 survivors told authorities. Is anybody disgusted by this yet, or should I keep going? Mr. Bennington, did I beat the dead horse yet, or can I do a little bit more?
I mean, you can feel free to do more. I get it.
Perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets. It's not perfect.
Of course, if you compare the raw numbers, Gazans have lost a lot more than Israelis. 40,000 people have died. and neighborhoods have been completely flattened during this war. And while we should keep their plight at the top of our minds at all time, it also doesn't mean that we should disregard the lives of the Jewish people who are also affected by this, even if their suffering on the whole is not as great. Some of you may know that I'm an Israeli dual citizen. My wife is Israeli, my kids are half Israeli, and my entire in-law is Israeli. I lived there for 5 years, and I grew a closeness with the country and its people. One of the biggest issues between me, Hasan, and his community was that I am in favor of a two-state solution while they are in favor of a one-state solution. Their theory is
two-state solution is some radical, crazy idea that maybe the Israelis and Palestinians should try to learn to get along with each other and coexist. Complete fucking foolishness. One-state solution. Kill all the Jews. Right, Mr. Benson?
Wow. I hope not.
No? What? No? You're not pro one state solution.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind.
No.
I thought I could Hasan you for a second, but
no.
Is that after the October 7th attack, Israel should just dissolve its borders and let Hamas enter Israel unrestrained.
Borders.
What do you think Israel should have done in response to October 7th?
Instead of indiscriminately bombing Gaza, I think the first thing to do in that situation would be to dismantle the government in the way that it existed, like get Netanyahu out of power.
Okay.
85.
So instead of responding to a terrorist attack on your civilian populace by bombing us back, you should just dissolve your government and let us hack the country.
Instead of indiscriminately bombing Gaza, I think the first thing to do in that situation would be to
indiscriminately bombing Gaza. My bad.
To dismantle the government in the way that it existed, like get Netanyahu out of power. 85.
Okay. So you're saying Israel in
85%.
response. Hold on, dude. You're saying in response to this terrorist attack, Israel should have dismantled their own government.
First set of actions would be to democratically take Netanyahu out of power. Yes.
The problem is that Israel's been at war with its neighbors for 70 plus years, and it makes a lot of sense that there'd be some distrust there. Is it really insane to think that Jews as an ethnic minority in Israel would not be safe? After all, Israel is a country of refugees. If the Jews didn't come from Europe after the Holocaust, they came from the surrounding Arab countries that expelled them in massive amounts following the 1948 war. In fact, there was more Jews displaced than Palestinians during the Nakba. 1 million Jews. All of these surrounding Arab countries had vibrant Jewish communities in huge number, hundreds of thousands. Now, if you look at them, you're looking at close to, if not literally, 0 Jews left in these countries.
Just to give you an idea, here's a visual representation of the Jewish refugees after 1948. Morocco had 265,000 Jews. Now it has 2,000. Algeria had 140,000. Now it has about 50. Iraq had 150,000 Jews. Now 10. And I want to give a special shout out to my boy over in Afghanistan, one known Jew. We know him. We love him. He's the one Afghan Jew.
They were forced to leave their homes, their lives, their property, and migrate to the only place in the world that would accept them, which was Israel. The irony of this whole situation is that after the 1948 war, when Israel won the war to declare its independence, the Arab countries got super anti-Semitic against their own Jewish citizenry that had nothing to do with Israel. And as a result, they kicked them all out, 1 million plus of them, and forced them to go the one place they hated the most, Israel. And now those same people that forced them out of their homes are telling them they don't belong there. So if the Jews of Israel are surrounded by Islamic militant terrorist groups that have stated their goal is to annihilate Israel as a Jewish state, and considering the historical context of Jews being pogromed from Arab countries, is it really that crazy for them to not feel safe as an ethnic minority, even a little bit?
And that's pretty much the entirety of our disagreement. Despite what you've read on TikTok and Twitter, I've donated $6,500 to a Palestinian charity after the war started.
Hey, Ethan Klein, thank you for the dono. Ethan Klein gave $6,500. My goat. Thank you, Ethan.
Condemned Netanyahu as a war criminal. They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign in disgrace and go to prison for being a war criminal. Called the West Bank settlements an abomination. Settlers in the West Bank are religious zealots. They're monsters. They're genocidal. I've even said the West Bank settlers are valid military targets. When you talk about like colonial settlers and stuff, like that's what's actually happening in the West Bank right now. And these people are more or less valid military targets, in my opinion. My only crime is wanting a two-state solution instead of one, and thinking it's not okay to kill Israeli civilians. That's it. That's why they're calling me a Nazi Zionist. And because of Hasan and others spreading this malicious lie about my beliefs, I'm even getting harassed on the street.
So how come you don't like Palestine?
I like Palestine.
No, you don't.
Why do you say that?
Because, bro, you're... wasn't she in the IDF?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Mandatory service.
That's sad. That's terrorism, bro.
She was born there.
That's sad. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist. Bro, look in the fucking... You look like a fucking rapist, Ethan. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist, bro. I'm tired of all these coward Americans in the South trying to act like they're so tough. Oh, I'm American. Oh, you don't even run your own country. You don't run your own country, bro. You don't run your own country. A foreign country named Israel runs your country. Oh my God, bro. I love you, Hasan. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
I'm so sweaty.
I love you, bro. I have to interview you. You're my hero, bro. I love you. Bro, you're the coolest guy in the world, bro. Hold on, I think I look gay in that one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, I think I look gay in that one.
Okay.
It's the funny thing about me. I don't.
As the average Hasan fan, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to direct your attention. He seems about 100% done with this.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just getting. It's just hitting 142 for me. That's all. I'm listening.
What?
Yeah, because it's like 142. It's going on 2 o'clock. No, but I want to be clear.
Yeah. Well, you want to drop off here?
Because we can pick it up tomorrow. Because I still want to talk about this. This Hasan person. Once again, I get what you're gonna say again. And I know I'm beating a dead horse, but I hate the fact that people like him represent what I thought I used to represent, which is, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't like people, sure. I don't like those, I thought I was like a liberal, I hate to say it this way, but I'm a liberal, right? No, I'm not. Once again,
you ain't that liberal.
But here's the catch. I don't know any liberal who's this.
Right. But think about your age range, your demographic, right?
Yeah.
How many 22-year-olds you know?
Huh?
How many 22-year-olds you know?
Some of the guys I work with.
No, not how many you work with. How many do you know?
Oh. Not a lot.
Yeah, bro, the commies. Not, it may be in certain, but obviously, if you're in the hood, you talk to a 22-year-old in the hood, that motherfucker give a fuck about what the fuck Hasan's talking about. All right? That motherfucker listening to, I don't know, fucking Yeet and Young Boy and
YMW who?
Yeah, right. And they watching like the NFL and the NBA and shit. And you know what I mean?
Which I watch those things too, but you know what I'm saying? No.
Maybe they were like watching anime and shit. They ain't paying attention to what the fuck Hasan's doing, but he still has a large capture large capture on the young political community, which is creating the next adult political community. Which means these are niggas who's gonna be voting for everything that happens in your life in the next 5 years. Everything. However, there has been a huge counterculture in the last shift, because for every person there is, like Hasan, you will have a person like a Fresh Fit or something, where there are the young people who are it's pretty much only young men. Hasan captures young men and young women, but the people there's pretty much it's pretty much exclusively young men who are like anti-ho, anti-left, anti-liberal, anti-progressive, anti-diversity. They made Star Wars gay. They ruined my comic books and video games. And those are the motherfuckers that got Trump elected. So there is a culture we're going over the soul of young people right now. There is. And there's no way to tell where they're going to swing. We can pick this conversation back up tomorrow, though, if you are getting tired. I mean, it's about to be 2 a.m. I need to go get my ass in bed anyway. So,
likewise, my girl gonna be up in 4 hours, man.
Yeah, right. Facts. Pretty much same hero, actually. Well, shit. All right, Miss Ben, we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. What time works for you? What time should I give you a call?
I want to say around 8ish or 9ish. I want to say that. I'll let you know if it's any later than that, because we still have our walk. My understanding is that the walk didn't
8ish or 9ish. That makes sense though. I gave a call around 9:30 or so.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream here, Ms. Bennington. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, please, anytime.
We goofed off majority of the stream. Next time we hop on, we're gonna dive into this topic.
We're gonna dive into this. Apparently, one of the Tate brothers is back in there, or is it both? I don't know.
Both of them different. Oh fuck, we didn't even fucking Yes. Next stream, we're gonna actually dive into these topics. We goofed off, but this was a fun SOULcast, so we were bullshitting. We should have started this way sooner. All right, guys. Thank you always for coming through. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Self as Hell Hydra.
Deuces. Y'all take care of yourselves.